Sprint race providing plenty of action as we went racing for round 6 of the FIA Formula 3 Championship at the Red Bull Ring. Drama started from the very first corner and continued all the way to the last corner of the very last lap. The action fast and furious. Sadly, some prisoners taken. But as we went into a last lap shootout, it was Nicolas Solov for ART Grand Prix who became the second driver of the season to take 2 wins, and he crowned himself the winner here of round 6.
Good morning, welcome to FIA Formula 3's feature race for the Austrian Grand Prix. If I say one more time ABB FIA Formula 3 Championship because it's Formula E and Formula 3, I'm going to shoot myself. But welcome to the Red Bull Ring. Omi's alongside me in the commentary box, and after yesterday's sprint, Luke Browning now standing on pole position for today's feature after qualifying on Friday. We should be in for a good race, Omi. Otherwise, again, this weekend just wouldn't have delivered.
Yep, should be an interesting race. While feature races may have not delivered overall this season, this can usually be a very chaotic race as well. So looking forward to it. Luke Browning looked quick yesterday. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. Arvid Lindblad trying to get back to how he usually is after a poor weekend last time out as well in Spain. So he's trying to return to his usual pace, and he will be on the front row, so he will be in contention. Prem is, of course, overall just doing better than last week, so very interesting to see as well that what will they be able to do. Arvid Lindblad did take victory in the feature, but the sprint was one to forget for him last week, so cannot wait to see how this one is going to go. But yeah, disappointing for Christian Mansell yesterday, who of course was first but then dropped to third all of a sudden because he slowed down a bit too quickly, as he slowed down when he got the safety car warning, and he slowed down a little too early there. He needed to, so that was a rookie error by him, and it cost him the victory, and also to cost him second place there.
Let's take a look at the starting grid then, alongside us here, and let Chris McCarthy take us through it.
Period, but we're looking at a new race. It'll be Luke Browning across the front row from Arvid Lindblad. Let's have a look at the rest, Chris.
Luke Browning is going to be on pole position alongside his championship rival Arvid Lindblad, who won the feature race last time out. Tim Tramnitz, Red Bull Junior, is going to be alongside Gabriele Mini on row 2. Tim Tramnitz, that's his best qualifying of the season. Much better qualifying for Dino Beganovic this time. He's on row 3 with Red Bull Junior driver Ollie Goethe. Lorenz Van Houten yet to score points in a feature race this season. Can he do it here? He's on row 4 with Sebastian Montoya, the driver involved in that crash yesterday. Thankfully, he walked away from the incident okay. Alex Dunn on a podium for the first time in the last round. He's alongside our winner from yesterday, Nicolas Solov. Christian Mansell has been on the podium 3 times this season now. He's alongside a podium finisher from yesterday, a McLaren Junior, Martinius Stenshorn. Then we have Noel Leon. He's been moving forward well in races so far. He's alongside Nikita Bedrin, a point scorer for AIX Racing. Then we go to the Trident pair, Santiago Ramos and Sami Megatuna. They've showed good pace this season. Kian Shields, that's his best qualifying of the season. Max Esterson is going to be alongside him. Much better pace as he moves into European rounds. Sophia Flörsch had to come in for a front wing change. She's alongside Austrian driver, one of 2 Austrian drivers, Josh Dufek. Tommy Smith is then next alongside Mary Boyer, who was a winner on home soil at Barcelona. Barcelona last round. Matthias Sagazeta comes next. He's alongside championship leader. Yes, you heard that right. Championship leader Leo Fornaroli down in 24th. This the only track he's qualified outside of the top 10, and he did so last season as well. Kasper Stuka is going to be on row 13 with Austrian driver Charlie Wirtz. Tisanopo Inchapuvazak makes his debut here, as does Joseph Loeb. Their debuts at this circuit, as does Callum Voisin as well. Piotr Wisniewski did not race with us here last year, and he is going to go off the back of the field. So 4 drivers at the back of the field there, finding their feet at this circuit.
Nice to hear as always, Omi. 45 minutes on the clock. Delayed start, so it's going to start 10 minutes later than what was scheduled. That's what we heard. Track conditions, apparently.
Interesting.
Yep, so let's head over to the world
Delay's already
feed.
getting fun.
Here we go again then.
Sees another one right beside him in Arvid Lindblad. They both see an opportunity. If they can go and win this race, they shoot up to the top of the standings.
Yeah, great opportunity for Luke Browning. We have seen drivers get up the inside into that first corner from the second place grid box, though. All weekend so far, Arvid Lindblad does take the inside line from second place. Pole on the outside here is deemed to be the cleaner side of the racetrack, so you're supposed to get away better. It will be soft compound tyres for all cars. In Formula 3, we only run one compound, as it has been all weekend. It's going to be a thrilling run up towards turn 1. Should just finish covering off what happened yesterday. Christian Mansell leading or in the leading group of the race got out of the throttle because he heard the beep for the yellow flag, the safety car procedure coming in. The 2 drivers he didn't, Stenshorn and Solov, the 2 drivers he was racing, Stenshorn and Solov, didn't. They correctly continued until the safety car process was declared, and so they stole a march on Christian Mansell through that phase. He was very frustrated after the race, but once he'd discussed it with the team, I think understood it, felt a bit better about it. He said, we'll go again today, and he starts off 11th position, just outside the top 10 slot, with good pace, the good pace that he had throughout yesterday on his side to try and get a good result in. We've got track temp of 27 degrees, considerably lower than they had when they went racing yesterday, and air temp of 22. So we're missing about sort of 5 or 6 degrees in terms of track temp where we were yesterday for the Formula 3 cars. That'll make it ever more difficult to build tyre temperature around what is a very short formation lap here, Chris.
Yeah, very frustrating, wasn't it, for Christian Mansell, because he came close to what would have been his first win. He's taken his first pole, he's ticked that box, 3 podiums in 3 rounds. He's moving up the championship order. He's now up to P6 in the standings, getting closer to the top of the standings now as well. He's only 18 points away from the top, but it's just about ticking off that win, and what a confidence boost it would have been for him. But nevertheless, he is in the mix. In terms of those top 5 or top 10, shall we say, in the championship, Leo Fornaroli leads on 84 points. Luke Browning is on 81 points. He took 2 points for taking pole position, moving him even closer to the top of the standings. 77 for Gabriele Mini. He starts P4 on the grid. Arvid Lindblad is then on 71 points. Gabriele Mini on 77, just ahead. Ollie Goethe on 67. Christian Mansell on 66 points. Then we have Dino Beganovic on 65 points. So the top 7 very, very close together in terms of points. And there they are on screen for you. You can see it is very, very close in terms of points. Just the 19 points between them.
Yeah, it is tight at the top, as it so often is in Formula 3. Moving into the second part of the season, they've all had a bit of a go at it now in this Formula 3 car. Even the rookies getting their head around how the car operates, how the car works, builds tyre temperature, and how to manage it through a race stint. Management, of course, being such a factor in modern era, single-seater racing of tyres, of brakes, of everything else. And the drivers getting a feel for that at this level before they're thrown in a Formula 2 car and have to do even more of it with more power, of course, under the right foot. Got a bit of delayed start here. We saw several sessions delayed yesterday, not least the F1 sprint because of the positioning of personnel around the fringes of the racetrack. I wouldn't want to speculate, but throughout yesterday, there were some sessions that were held back where personnel were being moved essentially to safer positions around the racetrack. It could so easily be as a result of that we do have this formation lap delay. So a long wait for the drivers to just have this bit of a moment to sit in the cockpit, focus in on what they need to do. They've got a lot to think about in the first lap here. The first braking zone obviously comes up quickly. It's an incredibly long run with a great big toe down towards turn 3, as we call it here. The kink on the run into it being turn 2. So yeah, it's a real start to focus heavily on.
It is, and they've gone through their warm-up procedures, Alex. They've done their formation, their reconnaissance lap procedure. They've got to the grid. The grid's been cleared, and now they have to wait. What's going through the minds of the drivers now? I guess it's all of that, mental procedure they would have gone through. Now they have to wait all of a sudden. I imagine for the drivers, this is going to be quite a strange time, because I imagine both physically you've done your prep before the race, mentally you do your prep on the way to the grid.
Sometimes quite nice though. I mean, you sit in the car, only one person at a time can really talk to you through the visor, so everyone sort of finally leaves you alone. Right. You can sit there, and something about being in the environment of the car also makes it so much easier to visualize what you're going to do at the beginning of the race. Your mind goes into that mode. You're looking through the slot of the helmet visor, the vision that the kind of closed-in vision that all of your muscle memory of driving a race car associates with is now being played out, and you're so used to that as your kind of vista looking out over the cockpit. So it makes it easier to sort of meditate on what it is that you want to try and do in the early phases of this race, and then it tends to be your number one mechanic who's the last left on the grid with you, the person responsible for that last tightening of every bolt, of every little piece of bodywork on your car. And there's a certain camaraderie there between the individual that puts the car together and the individual that drives it as they get ready to go at the last minute before the race.
That onboard view, and that view in particular, gives us a great angle of what they face in terms of the run up towards the first corner. Such a steep climb up towards there, and why it's so critical as we look on board here with Gabriele Mini. This gives us a perfect view of the steep climb it is up towards the first corner.
Yeah, 63 meters of elevation change from the top to the bottom of the circuit, which is one of the greatest of the year, and you really don't get a sense of it until you get exactly the right angle on it. As with so many race circuits, the bankings, the camber, and the rise and fall of the nature of the racetrack never evident until you're either in the car driving around it, where they look a whole lot narrower. It's always interesting when you see the aspect of a television picture of a racetrack, because they widen the circuits. When you sit in the race car, the tracks seem a whole lot narrower and also steeper and more cambered. So that shot there giving us a really great feel for the rise up towards turn 1. Reminiscent, although not quite as steep as the turn 1, of course, in Austin, in Texas, where you have a similar kind of effect of everybody shortening their braking down towards the first turn because of its steepness.
And as we're on board there with Luke Browning, let's talk a little bit about him. He's got a chance to... well, let's use him as an example, actually. What's at stake for these drivers? We're moving into the second half of the season. Alex, we're in the Formula 1 paddock, as we always are with Formula 3. If he can go and take the championship lead today, he's a Williams Academy driver. Fantastic opportunities for these drivers. Formula 2 could be next, and then who knows what from there. The Formula 2 drivers get the opportunities to get in free practice sessions. We saw Zach O'Sullivan getting free practice opportunities. This could be huge for these drivers, even as we look at the Red Bull Juniors.
You know, Oscar Piastri sat on this grid grid with these drivers, he was 1.5 years away from driving a Formula 1 car for McLaren.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's the nature of it, isn't it? And you can chart a path in a very short period of time from them being here. Yes, there might be a year out in the middle, but from being here to being on a Formula 1 grid, or at least testing a Formula 1 car for a team that might put you in that car. And let's hope the path clears ever more for these young drivers. There is a stack up at the top of feeder series, but
away we go.
They could so easily be only a couple of years from F1 competition.
Finally, we get the formation up underway, Omi. 10-minute delay. I thought that might happen when I heard the sirens go off when Chris McCarthy was talking through the grid. But finally we can get going and everyone's pulled away. So 45 minutes, 26 laps ahead of us. Roughly, we might have to go... It looks like we will have to go off here as soon as the flag's out, though, to go and cover the MotoGP warm session, because we should have had a perfect time, but we've been sat around now for 20 minutes already. Ridiculous of the FIA.
Indeed. Just sitting around doing nothing as well. But let's hear from our top three.
I think it doesn't really matter where you exit the first corner in which position. I think if you just have a good pace, you'll be able to make a move. I think it's about the DRS as well, which is quite important, to have the detection points in mind to gain an advantage over some other drivers.
The nature of the circuit, we'll have to be smart. There's quite a lot of tactics and stuff using the DRS zones and when you pass, etc. So I'll see. We'll come up with a bit of a plan and strategy before the race, but then it'll also be a lot about playing it and throughout the race and seeing how it goes and adapting throughout.
It's funny because it's arguably the place where pole position's least important. So yeah, I'll try my best in T3 to stay in front, but I think it's going to be all about the management side. These softs dig hard, and I think the people that push on early might struggle.
No mandatory pit stops in Formula 3. Soft tyres still be the call. Some people will go for medium. Across the 26 laps, it's 5 laps extra than we had yesterday. Hence an extra 5 minutes on the clock. Make it make sense. Again, this race is longer than the sprint yesterday for Formula 1. What do you think is going to happen down to turn 1 then, Amy?
I think it's going to be very, very close down there. Let's see if Arvid Lindblad can get the jump. But yes, but Tim Travanich did say that if you do have the pace, you can do it later on as well. But the start can always be very crucial to just make sure that you get a few places, but also keeping your nose very clean. And that can be hard when there's 30 drivers all trying to fight for the same piece of tarmac. We're the 3 rodents at the back in position, and then the race will be underway.
Engine's cooking at this moment as well. You can hear further back how they're already on tick over. They've been on tick over for about 45 seconds already. All set then for FIA Formula 3's feature race. Watch the lights. Lights out, we're racing in Austria, and it's a pole start for 3 cars on the grid. Nonetheless, one of them being Ollie Goethe. Bogdanovic comes from the inside line as well. Really poor start from Tim Travanich as well, as they all squeeze through into turn 1. There's contact further back. One of the Tridents getting sent out wide as well. But into the lead is Luke Browning. Gabriel Mini up in second position at the moment with Arvid Lindblad side by side as they come up the hill in towards turn 3. Remus Mini tries to go on the outside. Hasn't worked out. Lindblad takes second position back as they come out of Remus down towards Sochi's Gold. And again, it was an okay start, but so many already in trouble.
Yeah, Tim Travanitz with a poor getaway. 3 Premers not separated by anything. Luke Browning holding the lead as well. Mini trying to get round the outside of his teammate. Which Premer is going to come out on top? It seems like it's going to be Arvid Lindblad, and Mini's going to have to defend from his teammate. Bogdanovic is going for around the outside.
That's going to be hard coming into turn 6 as well. He'll sweep through around it as well. Try and hold position. He's done it. Mini's down into 4th position. The Premers having their own little party as Browning escapes into the distance. So, what's happened to Tim? Oh, and off the grass as well goes the 24 as well. That's going to be Tommy Smith having a bit of a sideways. There's Lance Van Hopen going sideways to come alongside Steinshaw. Tommy Smith further back as well, having a bit of a trouble with Sophia Flörsch in the 22 car. So, end of lap 1, it's Browning, Lindblad, Bogdanovic, Mini, Goethe, Montoya, Leon, Triminanzi down to 8th place after starting up in 4th, and Dune, Solov, Van Hopen, Mansell, Steinshaw, Bedrin, Medikunev, Shields, Esterson, Flörsch, Smith, Ramos, Boyer, Foroli, Dufek, Vosin, Loke, Interprovazak, Sucha, Verts, Zagazita and Wisnicki in 30th position. And here again comes Dino Bogdanovic, this time on the inside line, turn 3, gets ahead of Arvid Lindblad.
Yeah, nothing Arvid Lindblad could do to fight back as well, so Bogdanovic slips through. That's been a great start for him. DRS, of course, already enabled on the second tour, and that means that the Premers will be able to try get themselves closer to Luke Browning, but the Premers have really been going for it, and it's the Campos as well of Montoya going wheel to wheel with Noah Leon. Montoya was squeezing one of the Red Bull Juniors on the opening tour right over to the inside curb, and now he's battling with Noah Leon as we go down to the braking zone. Defect worse has been noted.
So that's for probably contact on that opening lap. Noah Leon up to 6th position, then ahead of Montoya. Montoya, who crashed yesterday in this race, well, down at turn 4 at Sochi's Gold as well in the end of the sprint. Now back up into good positions as we take a look at Tim Triminitz having a little look on the inside line. Going to set the fastest of the race. Now the timing screens start lighting up with people improving times. Browning leads, and Loke's got a puncture. But
no one Loke wanted at all.
Well, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Joseph Loke, has he come into the pit lane? Taspol and Pruvazak's come into the pit lane, but Joseph Loke hasn't. He's continued on. Well, I don't think that's yeah. That's for... Oh, and Loke's in too, yeah. So I wonder if it's Tanasapol who's with a broken front wing on the right-hand side, and it's a rear left puncture for Joseph Loke. So you don't need to be Miss Marple to know what's happened there. As you see side by side, once again, this now coming in as well. Montoya's on the outside line, Dune's on the inside, down to turn 3, into turn 4, Sochi's gone, Montoya's got tipped again. And this time as well by Tim Treminance, who's coming in with Sullivan Mansell again. What a Van Hopen's got through ahead of Mansell.
Yeah, crazy race so far. Mini looking for on his teammate right now. Stenchon off into the gravel momentarily. Still looking for a Stenchon on Mansell, though he's battling with the ART drivers, and they're all so close together. But yeah, I did see one of the Rodins that was having to take avoiding action into turn number 1 massively as well. So wonder if he got the puncture there, or was that one of the other Rodin cars on that opening tour of the race. We'll work that out when we do get the replays. But over the line we go once again, still looking close. And DRS saving Bogdanovic as he was 1 second. Now he'll start to gain back in, and he'll try and have a go to take P1 in the race.
At 4 of 26, Bogdanovic up 3, Noel Leon up 7. He's our biggest winner of the race, the biggest loser. Traminitz down 7 after not getting away off the line perfectly well. Browning has 6/10 to Bogdanovic at the moment, as we see Alexander Dune looking to the inside line of Noel Leon into turn 3 at Rivas. Over the top of it. Was that car go round? Shields has lost a position as well, and Megatunev. Mini tries to go around the outside of Lindblad down turn 4 at Sochi's Gold. Lindblad defended that line better than what Norris did in Verstappen yesterday in the F1 sprint. Smith and Esterson battling together as well.
Yes, lots of change. We had a lot on the opening lap though, which we're going to take a look at now. So Luke Browning goes to the initial launch. Traminitz doesn't get off the line well. Great avoiding work by Dino Bogdanovic, who's able to get through as well then. And then it's going to be one of the Rodins in the back line having to take massive avoiding action, so avoiding the back, massive lockups in the middle of the pack. Then over the road, Rodin car. But yes, there was a few cars scampering over the road, and I think we're going to get the roading heading our way in a second. Yep, so that would have been Joseph Loke, I believe, who was the roading, who cut the corner, the one with the puncture. But yeah, Luke Browning just got away so well. Not the case though for Tim Travelin.
Browning had an excellent launch, and he was already about 3-4 tenths ahead by the time he got in. Forlaroli looked like he almost jumped the start there as he got going. The yellow flag boards letting everybody know what was going on. Nobody moved though, did they? Good morning, Caroline, watching on the YouTube chat. This is Forlaroli. Oh, over the curb as well. He was the Trident who got sent off wide. Callum Vosin has come into the pit lane now as well, according to race control.
Then tucked in the slipstream, Sophia Flush, directly ahead of us as well.
Sophia's having a great race, up in 18th. In a 30-car field, let's not forget. Oh, Forlaroli is just going over every sausage girl.
Yeah, indeed. And then this is how Big Anarich got past his teammate, I'm going to guess. Arvid Lindblad, the Red Bull Junior, the 16-year-old, ahead, but not for much longer. He was able to get to the inside and get that position. And now Big Anarich is going to have a chance for the race lead with DRS soon as well.
They will push like crazy. They don't want to lose out on anything else in this situation of the race. 6 of 26. Wonderful camel angle over the curb at turn 1 there. Then there's the sausage exit at turn 1. Finicky ladder curve. Kink at turn 2, where we also have 2A and 2B for the MotoGP layout, the chicane. It's up to 3 at Remus. And there's a move further back in the field as well. Look at the inside line. Sophia Flörsch trying to have a go on Max Esterson. Esterson had the outside line and DRS as well. Sophia was not quite alongside. Meantime, Gabriel Mini trying to trick Arvid Lindblad, but at the same time, Noel Leon does trick Ollie Goethe and goes on the inside line. Nice.
Yep, those two just having a battle right now at the moment, but decent race so far as well, as we have Defect diving into the pit lane.
Everyone going slightly wide. Oh, it's going to be contacted on, careful! Yes!
Oh.
That's going to be very tight, and that was a brilliant side-by-side battle with Noel Leon alongside Ollie Goethe. And now Goethe's under pressure from Dune, who comes back to on the inside line. I can't get through.
That was some great side-by-side all the way at the end of the lap as well. But yes, sometimes you have to be careful. It's pass or be pass stuff. And he nearly was passed by Dune, but he'll have another chance to try
Montoya's
fight
out.
back. Montoya is out of the race once again.
And so is Joshua Dufek.
And so is Defect.
Wow, that's 2 out already. Now, how are they out together? Traminitz is past Mansell, by the way. Oh, and... Oh, that's why.
Oh!
Off goes Steinshaw. Comes in behind Traminitz and... Well, it's not Megatune, is it? It must be Lawrence Van Hopen. Oh, he's going to dive bomb Van Hopen. Mini's gone round the outside of Lindblad and takes 3rd. Mansell radio.
Mansell.
Yeah, Travis is being a bit naughty. Copy. Racing on.
Lindblad trying to go back round the outside, gets on the dust, just avoids it. Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's Travis.
Yeah, and Mansell. Yeah. Now, Caroline says it's going to rain in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Where? It's sunshine here in Austria.
Oh. Is it?
Yeah? Oh, I don't think so. Ah, there's the contact with Vosen and Dufek. That's why Vosen was in the pits, and they're both out. Dufek and Montoya officially out. Oh, Montoya. Can't tell. Broken front wing for Vosen.
Yep. So he just got that changed.
This is Mansell. Contact with Traminitz and Mansell. Oh, well, Montoya's broken his suspension. He jumped over the curb. Well, that should be a penalty for Traminitz.
Oh my god.
No Leon and Traminitz again jumping off. Dune's coming back through.
And Lindblad has lost that massively.
this is going to be good to try and go around the outside. It's 3 wide coming into turn 4. Lindblad has lost out massively as well. He's down to 7th. He's got Solov trying to go around the outside of him as well, but he's fighting back alongside Goethe. Solov's on the inside line into turn 6. Lindblad will hold round that outside line. How brave are you feeling? Brave enough. He's taking it. Crazy
Trying
race.
to get very aggressive. But yes, not what Arvid Lindblad wanted. Yeah, crazy race indeed. Not what Arvid Lindblad wanted though. It's been a drop. He's been dropping down massively. Ramos has got past Tommy Smith. Beganowicz now trying to put the attack on Browning. He's just right now sitting behind. When is he going to? 2 pounds. Right now it seems like all the battles are behind. But yes, Lindblad dropping down massively there. Quite a few places done going through as well. And we're going to take another look at this one. And, done with a tag to Lindblad.
Well, that's why Lindblad lost out so many places as well. Dude rammed him at the back. Well, lap 9:26. 33 minutes to go in terms of clock time. Track temperature now 28.3, so it's rising. So rising track temperature will not help those soft tyres. They'll get chewed up quicker. Boyer's passed Esterson. And Zagazita passes Tommy Smith as well, who's dropped down to 22nd position. Sophia Flörsch is up to 14th.
Yes. Past Bedouin.
She could be on for another set of points. Come on, Sophia. She likes the European circuits more than the Asia Tour races we had at the start in Bahrain and Australia.
With how the drivers are racing ahead, there could also be some retirement, so she's just got to continue pushing on, and the opportunity could arise. But
This is a
now
move.
let's see it with... This was Gabriele Mini on his teammate. This is the move that we cut to very late. It was a move all the way around the outside, deep on the brakes, then use a bit of exit curve, get on the power, and then that was the position gained on his teammate for Gabriele Mini as well.
Fantastic manoeuvre. Dune Lindblad incident has been noted by the stewards at turn 3. Kind of knew it would be. Dune's under attack this time from Ollie Goethe as a run up towards Remus. Nothing going to happen on the inside there, though. Oh, say that again. Nearly ran into the back of him. Boyer's past Shields. Off the track there was one of the Red Bull cars. Couldn't see who it was. Don't think it was Traminitz again, was it? No, it wasn't. It's Steinschul behind.
Oh, the two ARTs.
Goethe's past Dune. Mansel's past Van Hopen. Someone's in the Davos. Who's in the dust? Well, Sophia's up to... oh, it was Megatuniv. Sophia's up to 13th. There she is. Come on, Sophia.
She's enjoying herself out there today as well.
No, Leon's up 9
Beganowicz
places.
is close this time around. Yeah.
10 and 26. These style of races, just keep them being quick. What's the lap time? 124s, okay? There's Megatuniv running wide. But it's not Forlorelli, it's Megatuniv. There you go. Even the computer can't get it right. I knew it was Megatuniv because this is Forlorelli now we're looking at. Vaux's Curve. Where he too puts a wheel on the gravel.
Correctly, Forlorelli though. Oh, yellow.
That's up at the hill. Got to be up at the hill. Has to be up at the hill. He's spun round. Yeah, it's Boyer. Bedrin.
Oh,
Bedrin.
my God.
Bedrin's off at the top of the hill. I can see he's spun. He should be able to get that going again. Traminitz and Montoya. No, he's under investigation. That. A spin for Kenny Bedrin. Oh, the engine's still going. Oh, man. Oh, he stopped it.
Lawrence, please start and we can catch everyone.
Safety car is going to have to be deployed then. Bedrin had the engine, then he's turned it off. And virtual safety car. Oh.
He got
Mansell.
tagged. That wasn't Mansell.
Oh, That's
that
why.
was Boyer.
Yeah, so the computer got it wrong again.
Yeah.
Follow Oli.
They love trying to trick us now. Right, virtual safety.
You got ahead. Oh, and well, he was seeing all of it turn up there, wasn't he? So virtual safety car. Benjamin's out of the race, but he's trying to get it restarted. Come on! Come on! Get it restarted. Oh, they're being pushed away.
You are braking south and crashed into me.
Shouldn't be too long of a virtual safety car. The car's mobile enough to be pushed behind the barrier. Still, I wouldn't like to be out there on a circuit with cars
Indeed.
uphill towards me. Welcome to the Marshal now being chased by Nikita Bedroom. I watched him Crash Bandicoot. Yes, let's go green then, come on. All safe now, let's go racing.
Yep, out of the way.
How do they get the chalk block as well to stop it from rolling out? Right, now we can go back to racing, come on. No need to have a virtual safety car when the track is clear. Come on, let's go.
Right, how's the Delta gonna work out when we do?
I think the steward's asleep. Ending.
Oh, hurry up. Oh, there we go.
Green.
We need to react quickly.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, gone early, but we're green.
Good restart by Gertha on Leon. So let's see if he can put some
Oh, Van
pressure.
Hopen! Van Hopen's off! Van Hopen has dropped down massively on the timing screen. Now he's back to 11th. Must be a sensor issue.
Oh.
I thought I was about to say Sophia's up to
Indeed.
12th.
So. Nearly. But with how these guys are driving, I wouldn't be surprised if you do say that in a bit. That is Leon with a different line compared to Gertha, who is trying to take a wider line in hope of better traction and a possible attack. As we go down towards turn number 4, he's in the slipstream. Let's see if he can be a bit late on the brakes as he tries to make this move.
Late on the brakes and on the inside. Good manoeuvre from Leon, but fighting back is Ollie Goethe. No, Leon's got him. Nice. Goethe got him back on that previous lap. Oh, he's off! He's off! Puncture!
Oh, he's right! Oh, he's off!
Rear right puncture and straight off into the gravel for Leon. I wonder if there's debris down. Oh, and Tim Chiminats has got a penalty. 10 seconds. And Sophia Flush is up into 12th.
There you go.
Yeah.
Didn't take too long.
That is a heartbreak there.
Oh, Megatinif's got past Sophia Flush.
Sophia Flush is down to 13th. Now Leon's back into the pit
Petrol
lane.
didn't last too long.
What a bizarre race. We're past halfway though. There's the rear. Oh, Callum Vosin has a penalty of 10 seconds too. Here's Nolly on radio.
Hey, what's this guy, mate?
So you got to
Contact with Goethe puts him in a penalty position. Traveller back.
We need to see a replay to where that is. Central's looking for it as well on Van Hopen, and he's through.
Dunes gets a penalty as Steinshaw passed by Van Hopen. So Alexander Dune, who runs in 5th place, has a 10-second time penalty for contact with car not. What?
Huh?
According to the stewards, Alexander Dune, car 9, has a 10-second time penalty with contact for car 9. Alexander Dune.
Well done for hitting yourself.
I've heard stop hitting yourself, but that is taken to a new level. As you see the contact there for Goethe as well. Oh, shut up, Goethe. Did not squeeze him at all. You were the car behind. Throttle works both ways. How's Duke got a penalty for hitting himself? How the hell has that happened? The stewards need a coffee and some Weetabix. Trying to keep up with this race is like trying to keep up with the crossword puzzle in the New York Times. Oh, and Steinshaw doing a switchback. Bedrin Boyer under investigation for contact at turn 3. Well, that's 10 seconds. We know how this party works. We've been here before. 15 and 26. Trying to have a look at the circuit.
Interesting race so far.
I'm looking forward to when Formula 3 ends, to be fair. I'm sick of these early morning starts. 2-week break as well soon. Yeah. There's Sophia Flörsch chasing Medicuna for 12th. All I keep thinking is that if we were in Austria, we would have had an extra hour's sleep. So yeah, that's
we
always,
would have.
yeah. 27 left in the race.
A little bit closer for Beganovic. Don't know if we'll get close enough though for a move.
Yes. Beganovic is going to have Browning in the next 10 laps, but he's just got to save his time. Don't make it too predictable. Field goes on. 16 of 26. Holding it together nicely. Goethe on the back of Mini now. And Noe Boyer has a penalty for contact of 10 seconds. That was predictable. Look at Beganovic now, closing in on Browning. Come on, come on, come on. Can you make the move?
I can hear with the echo, there's quite a bit of lag.
Yeah, there is. I'm going to sort that out now. There we go. How's that?
Should hopefully be.
Beganovic still can't go on the outside of Browning. So there's a tiny bit of push power. Nothing from there. 0.4 of a second of difference as well. On board with Beganovic.
Yeah, he's getting much more closer than he has been so far. So he'll be possibly getting a run very soon. Keep your eye on Goethe as well. He's going to try to put some pressure on Mini, so we could have one Prima going forward, but also one going back as well. The battle between Lawrence and Hooper and Stenchon continues. And we also have Fornaroli getting past us. Sophia Flörsch is down to 14.
Nearly a huge accident here for car 3 of Arvid Lindblad. Put a wheel on the dust out of turn 9. The car was skating towards the pit wall. He got away with that one just in time. Here comes Beganovic up to turn 3. Can't find a way through on the inside. Backs out of it. It's a slow burn, this one. They just need to let the race come to them, and the tyres save as well. DRS activated. Beganovic will go for the move though if he can sense it. He won't wait. Mance has passed Solov. Sophia's dropped back to 14th, by the way, but he's in a side-by-side with Megatuniv. No, it didn't work out. Here's a replay of me. Forlorelli.
Yeah. Happy making his way through. We're trying Megatunic ahead. But Forlorelli has a look down the inside, under braking, and he's able to take the place down to nicking out a curve at turn number 1. And Beganovic has lost that quite a bit on this lap, so we'll gain it back with the DRS though. It went to 0.8 of a second. He'll be able to recover all of that with now the rear wing over the next 3
Right, there's a lot of lag coming through. Browning will take the lead of the championship if he wins this race. 106. Mini will be on 92. Forlorelli will have 84. Beganovic will be on 83 if things stay the way they are. So there is a nice sort of simple math coming into play here, which we all like to see. On board, Gabriel Mini. Oh, and Mansell's passed Lindblad on the inside
Mansell
line.
versus Lindblad.
Oh, that's going to be contact if it's not careful. Mansell's on nearly off the track. Lindblad was really forcing him in Megatuna for penalty.
Oh, that was close between those two drivers as well. So Lindblad being past and losing another position. Charlie was on home soil has got past Kasper Stuker as well. So that's going to be a satisfying feeling for him to at least improve another position. But yes, Beganovic now needs to be careful. He's struggling a bit in the middle part of the lap, the part of that where we don't have any DRS, or the third sector more like as well. So he needs to be a bit careful with that and remain close and keep his tyres for the end of this race if he wants to have a late charge for victory on Luke Browning.
Everyone jumping over that sausage curve. The tyres starting to let go. Lap 20 of 26. That's into Kumazaki, who's a lap down, right at the back of the field. Dune and Mansell, the battle we're watching now. For some reason we're looking at Goethe. Seriously, take a bat to F1 TV production. They have been horrific this weekend. Beganovic closing in again on Browning.
Dukov once again took a position, so those two keep going at it. Mansell's got past Dune as well in the background. There we go. So Mansell now ahead of Dune.
Sophia Flörsch has also passed Sami Megatunic. So she's up into 13th once more. So finally, some good news starting to come through in this support series. It's been an interesting feature, not too much on the cusp.
Yeah, I don't know about future races this year. They've just been a little less on the exciting side as well. Shields trying to defend from Esterson, who was trying to make the move into turn number 9, and he of course backed out of it there as well. With the two Tridents together on the road of Ramos and Megatunic being put under pressure by Boyer, and Boyer's going to try and get past Ramos down to turn 1.
And he's through, yes! And off goes Ramos. Megatunic and Ramos then just making side-by-side dramas. Let's take a look then. Oh, that's the Luke Browning's tyre degradation on the front. Not entirely 100%. Not too bad at all. He's our race leader as things stand. Clarence Shields has been given a penalty. Now, the way the penalties work, I just wonder if Sophia might move up the order slightly. Can she steal a point? That'd be nice.
Could do.
End of this race can be quite an entertaining one. We'll be on lap 22 of 26 soon. Seven and a half minutes left. Takes us to 20 past the hour. We should be all right. Oh, ever so slightly wide. So Browning leads, Bogdanovic, Mini, Goethe, Mansell, top 5. Dune 6, Lindblad 7, Solov 8, Treminitz 9th, Van Hopen 10th. Up the inside, Mansell!
Oh!
Gets the move done on Goethe. That was a lovely move, Omi.
Lovely move indeed, but whether he can keep it, that's another story. Goethe definitely is not going to want to give it up. He'll come charging back down the outside to turn number 4. Let's see if he'll be able to be late on the brakes, or will he try and go for the switchback move as well. Well, it seems like under traction, it could be a bit close between the two of them, but it does seem like that Mansell has got the gun further back. Also very close between all the drivers. This is now a replay with Dino Bogdanovic heading to turn 10.
Off track limits. Oh, wheel on the dirt. Mega Tune have started an investigation for track limits, so usually that's going to be a 5-second time penalty. Oh, he just kissed the gravel. Brilliant from Bogdanovic. They have to sweep the track there between the F3 and F2. Lap 23 of 26. Steinshaw with a penalty. Yeah. All this helps Sophia Flörsch massively. Might just get the point here.
Lots of penalties.
Dune's
Front runners have to be careful to make sure that they aren't getting any penalties.
Oh, lock up,
Keep an eye on
sorry!
Solov.
Yeah, I was about to say so. Solov and Lindblad. Solov's on the inside line. Bogdanovic had a lock up and Mini nearly went through, but Lindblad and Solov still side by side, and we're not watching that battle. There they are, further back. Lindblad ahead of Solov. Around the outside as well. That's going to be tight. Lindblad's going to back out of that one. Oh, and off. Solov nearly in the gravel. And they're still going at it. And Solov goes through on the inside line. Fabulous move. That was racing. Pure racing.
Yeah, brilliant racing. Where we thought that they were going to go off at many times, but no, they both kept clean. Big run on Dino Bogdanovic on the next lap if he's not.
There was slight contact. Yeah.
Bit of wheel banging between Solov and Arvid Lindblad on the exit of turn 3. Yep.
I think that was more on Solov just trying to avoid that bollard. Sophia's closing in on Foloroli. Let's have a look though. Gabriel Mini on the back of Bogdanovic. The two Premers. Mini's going to send it up the inside. Bogdanovic is going to turn in. There's wheel banging between the two teammates as well. And Bogdanovic helps at the front. And that's allowed Browning to jump 0.8 of a second ahead now.
Yes.
And Mansell round the outside. And Mansell's going to try and take both of them. Mansell past Mini. And it's all hell breaking loose. Mansell might just take second. Mansell's gone slow. Around the outside goes Gabriel Mini at turn 6. Fabulous move. Absolutely. Honestly, what talented racing we're watching right now, Omi.
Yep, indeed. And Browning is going to be enjoying this. The late send from Gabriele Mini that instead of getting second, demoted into 4th, he retakes 3rd. He's got another chance now of getting 2nd, and when he gets 2nd, he'll need to get past. He'll need to get through this lap, and then he'll really need to push if he wants to have any chance on the final lap of going for victory. This is going to be a crucial lap for Gabriele Mini if he wants to try and do it, but Bogdanovic isn't going to make it easy for him.
No, he's not. Going to be complete action chaos right now as they try and hold it all together. 25-26.
Oh, Mansell looking for it.
Yeah, slight maneuvers wasn't out there. Just take care, guys. You don't need to throw it around this hard out there. Penultimate lap of the race. Left and right, everyone diving from positions. Bogdanovic goes defensive again. Mini round the outside, takes second place. The Socha's goal. The two Premers running alongside. And does Mini have the advantage for second position? Bogdanovic is holding himself in there as well. Looking around the outside, turn 6. Mini takes second. Browning has dominated this race with talent. Yeah, Sophia might at least finish 12th.
And Austria as well.
Yeah. This race then will enter its last lap for the feature of Formula 3. Goethe holding through Mansell. Final lap. Should be okay for the podium as well, which is great news. I'll hand over to the world feed though, because I'm going to set up another area. Just keep swimming.
Battle for second will still go on.
Bogdanovic wants it back ahead of Mini. Mini goes defensive. Bogdanovic has the DRS. It's an outside maneuver up into turn 3. Bogdanovic goes back through with the DRS assist. Lock up from Goethe. Goes wide. Dune with that penalty. Remember, not really much of a threat. Bogdanovic in second. Mini's right there. Now we're watching Mansell have a go at Gabriel Mini. They're all in the tow. Down towards turn 4 and Socha's gone. It's 3 wide to the braking zone. Mansell's going to try and do a Hail Mary. It hasn't worked. Mini's going to send him around the outside. They wheel bang. The two Prima teammates are literally wheel to wheel as they come through turn 6. Mini's not giving an edge. Neither's Bogdanovic. Mini goes through. Goes too wide. Bogdanovic tries to cut back. Side by side to the watch curve and Mini gets through. Take a breath in this insane Formula 3 feature race, which has been a slow burn, but one man has remained consistent at the front from pole position to lights out to checkered flag. Luke Browning wins the Formula 3 feature race here in Austria. Mini, an impressive second. Bogdanovic is third. Mansell, Goethe, the top 5. And now we wait for the penalties to be applied post-race. Wow. I'm watching Sophia Fleur. She was 13th. Is she going to move up the order?
Yeah.
11th! No!
Yes. Oh, just misses out on points.
By 0.4 of a second! Alexander Dune did just hold it. He had a 5-second penalty. Sophia would have got it. She finishes 11th, her best result of the year. Oh. Omi, before we hand over to the world feed, what did you make of that? Oh, let's hear from Browning first.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, baby! Yeah! Oh, what a race, boys. Great job, boys. The car was phenomenal. Great job.
Well,
Omi, what did you make of the race?
Great FIA Formula 3 race, interesting feature, lots of different battles, but yes, congratulations to Luke Browning, who survived Austria of all places, which has 3 DRS zones, constant undertaking. But yeah, great stuff by Luke Browning. He was able to survive. Great stuff by Mini as well, producing some amazing action at the end. Great Formula 3 weekend. Excited for Silverstone.
There's Mini in the world feed.
Outstanding job in the last lap. Outstanding job in the last lap. Mate, oh my god, you should have told me that it's the last lap. Alright. Okay, good job, boys. Good job.
I think they were so invested in the battle like we were. They didn't know.
should have told me it was the last lap. I would have been even more aggressive than I had to be. Oh, it's me. Don't stand in the middle of the track, lad. Still cars out there. That's a bit of a scary one.
Yeah, careful. Dino Bogdanovic, valiant effort from him as well. Crucial championship fight. Fornaroli did take 2 points in the end, but big benefits from Browning.
Boys, it feels so good. So good.
And you could hear the emotion. We talked about pre-race, what it means to these drivers. Williams Academy member Luke Browning, who started his season with a feature race win at Bahrain. We've been on some journey since then, 9 different winners in the first 9 races. We've had some drivers return to the top step since then. But Luke Browning is going to climb out the car and return where he started his season, on the top step of the feature race podium. What a result for the Williams Academy driver. It's been a superb performance. He took his first pole position in Formula 3 on Friday, and he's now followed it up with his second win of the season and taken charge of this championship as we move into the second half and towards his home race next weekend at Silverstone. What timing for Luke Browning. He will head to Silverstone, the championship leader, and full of confidence as he celebrates with Ollie Oakes.
Yeah, brilliant stuff for Browning, and it'll go down as a lights to flag victory, but it was a lot more complex than all of that for Browning. Under pressure throughout, Gabriele Mini driving an elbows out race. It's important with all of the penalties that were given out, just to run you through the point scorers here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Browning from Mini, from Beganovic, from Mansell, from Goethe, Solov, Lindblad, Van Hoopen, Fornaroli and Dunn, the drivers who are listed as the point scorers, with various drivers shoveled out of the points as a result of the penalties which are applied at the line.
Yeah, Sophia Flörsch missed out by 4 tenths. Stenchel missed out by 2 more tenths. Ramos missed out by 4 tenths. It was so intense at the end there, but brilliant efforts put in by some of those drivers. It was just down to minimal gaps at the end there, but a great effort from those drivers. But a really good effort by Luke Browning, who controlled the race from the front, didn't he? Had all that pressure in the background to deal with, but when it mattered at the end of the race, just pulled that gap he needed to and came across the line in the end with a gap to deal with, because this was going on.
Yeah, and I think this, to a degree, gives Browning the gap that he eventually took to the line, Mini versus Beganovic, and down towards turn 6. And it was, this was really great racing between the two of them. No contact, nice stuff. Beganovic aggressive down towards turn 3. Then Mini so brave on the brakes with that extra bit of grip around the outside.
That was the best race of my life.
Christian Mansell has enjoyed himself, started 11th in that one. Christian Mansell finds himself 4th at the flag. A very good attacking drive through the feature race, and celebrations out front. Luke Browning did a brilliant job.
Mansell went to the pit wall and celebrated as well, which is absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Nice to see him in a better mood at the end of the race today, isn't it?
Better mood in 4th than he was in 3rd. Great to see. Great to see. That's what it means to the drivers. He came through from 11th. Crucial point, so as we said, and we'll go through those shortly. I think they were very entertained. The fans who came in early for the F3 race, they were delivered with a superb race.
Yeah, it was worth the alarm clock, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Shall we hear what the drivers have to say? I think so.
You did a good race.
Thanks, mate.
I was.
Good job,
I thought I was saving, but he was saving more.
Yeah.
But it was after VSC that I couldn't bring it back.
Yeah.
It was left corners.
For me, the last 2 corners, the second last lap or 1 lap, you. Because I was doing it every lap, so I'm like, okay, mate, at one point I'm gonna explode. I see this guy drifting in the last corner, I'm like, okay. Mate, 1 lap I was about to eat you so hard in T3.
Yeah, I saw.
I lost the rear.
No, to be honest, I think you did a really good job managing, because it's tough in the dirt, yeah, behind.
But I thought it would help me. Saving so much on braking,
Yeah.
you could probably see. You saw that.
Mate, the guy was doing lift and goes, he has 2 liters too much now. I know, he got a puncture.
But they were staying with us.
You know, I didn't know it was the last lap, so I'm like, oh my god, Luke is having an issue. Oh, really? I'm like, see the checkered flag? F. Okay, under the big new now.
Where did Arvid finish?
He got in trouble in T3, I think 1 lap. Like the lap after I overtook him, they sent him. So
Which is slightly unnerving for me as non-operational, but when he's
Good to hear from the drivers as always.
Good to see James Fowles down there.
Yes.
Ready to celebrate his Academy Drivers' victory. And always great to see the support from the higher reaches of single-seater motorsport for everything that's going on in the Formula 3 Championship. Bruno Michel there.
This is what we talked about pre-race, isn't it? You know, Luke Browning's put on a brilliant performance. James Vow's now down there to celebrate with him. They know what is possibly ahead.
Exactly that. And all of these drivers looking up at everything that's going on, the potential movement above them in Formula 2 and then up into Formula 1. Not least, Dino Beganovic, of course. Gabriele Mini, part of that Alpine Academy, with a potential opportunity to move forward into next year. Great second place for him. And the day was about Luke Browning.
3 F1 back drivers, Ferrari, Q3, Dino Beganovic, Kramer Racing. Alpine backed Gabriele. An absolutely superb performance today. A lot at stake for all these drivers this season, but Luke Browning continues to put in very consistent performances. A second win for him now, and that's elevating him to the top of the championship. For High-Tech, Paul saying it's a real championship charge for them as well. What a season it would be for them. Kramer Racing, ever the championship challenges, and they've got 2 more up there on the podium. And 2 drivers bouncing back after disappointing performances by their incredibly high standards. Gabriele Mini, 2nd place in this one. Dino Beganovic in 3rd place, and that moves them and continues to keep them right in contention. Luke Browning tops the championship. Gabriele Mini 2nd in the championship on 95 points. Luke Browning on 106. Dino Beganovic 4th in the championship on 80 points. They're split by Leo Fornaroli on 86 points. And Christian Mansell now 5th in the standings on 78 points. And we have Arvid and Oliver both on 77 points.
Great time for Prema Racing at this level of motorsport. Clear lead in the team's championship now on 250 points. A great day for Luke Browning, who drove an exemplary Formula 3 race to take victory. It's tight at the top, isn't it? 11 points clear, Browning of Mini, as the battle continues into the second half of the season. And they'll be out at Silverstone next time. Always an exciting race, and that provided everything that we expected, didn't it, around the Red Bull Ring?
It did indeed. Thank you very much, Alex Brundle, in there as well. So then, final thoughts from you, Omi. What are we expecting as we head to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone in 7 days' time?
Cannot wait. Should be very exciting. Excited for the British Grand Prix weekend. 3 has delivered here at Austria, and I'm sure will deliver next week as we close out what has been a very exciting triple header.
Thanks to your company this morning, Omi. We'll be back in around about 20 minutes' time as well for the F2 feature. Slotted in between that, though, we are back to back to back because it's the MotoGP Sprint. It's the MotoGP qualify. It's the MotoGP warm-up up next. I'm not functioning this morning as well. I need more sleep. We'll see you soon. From us all here, take care. Bye-bye.
Evening. Unusual words for Formula 3. Get ready for the sprint race. After we try this done in the morning, it is time to try it once again with a dry track. Let's see how this sprint race is going to go. Noah Leon on pole. Arvid Lindblad chasing 3 wins. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. Let's get the story so far.
Around this vast circuit and in tricky conditions that change throughout the session. Noel Leon sat at the top of the timesheets, but then the rain fell away. Dino Beganovic found the limits, but found the conditions bettering, and with that, we would find Luke Browning taking back-to-back pole positions. One-lap shootout and on home soil here at Silverstone. Well, welcome.
Yep, indeed. Noah Leon may have been at the front of the field for the majority of the qualifying session. At least he is going to be at the front of the field for the sprint race. He starts on pole. Arvid Lindblad is alongside. In the commentary box, my name is Omi, filling in for Joshua Birch, of course. And alongside me, joining me for this one, is a man who wasn't meant to be watching the Formula 3 sprint race. He's finished his referee job, and due to the delay in the Formula 3 sprint race, he's able to join us here for the sprint contest. Hello, Jack.
Hello there. Originally was not meant to be here, but I'm glad to be here, though, for what is set to be an incredibly exciting Formula 3 race. Silverstone always delivers, and F3 always delivers. We're in for an absolute thriller, I think.
Zagazzetta starts in 3rd position behind the top 2, of course, and he hasn't scored points all season. Today could be the day where that changes. So he will be chasing that. So will the man directly alongside him, Callum Woisen. So those two drivers chasing points for the first time this season. They've got a huge opportunity after a mixed-up qualifying, Jack, that was wide open, and the rain came down. We didn't expect some changes at the end, but the track dried very quickly, and it meant that the order changed around after everyone thought that it was it at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, no, I do love qualifying sessions where it's just utter chaos. We don't know who's going to get where, but happily for me and for obviously a few others, it would be the home racer himself, Luke Browning, on pole. Here's the starting grid.
Here's the starting grid from the front to the back. The Mexican driver will lead us away. Noah Leon on pole alongside Arvid Lindblad chasing win number 3. Zagazzetta and Callum Woisen, as I mentioned, all chasing points. They will go from the second row in 3rd and 4th. Christian Mansell in 5th. Then we have Charlie Wers for the Genza Motorsport team in 6th. Lawrence Van Hoopen is alongside his teammate Nicolas Soloff, who was given a penalty, so he will go from P8. And then on 9th on the grid, we have Leonardo Fornaroli. He is 3rd in the championship, and he's alongside championship leader Luke Browning, who will start in P10. Alexander Dunn, brilliant qualifying yesterday. He'll get the reward for it tomorrow. Today, though, he goes from 11th, and he's going to be alongside Gabriele Mini. Sami Megatunif in 13th, and then we have Max Esserson with a penalty, and then we have Ollie Goethe in 15th position. Joseph Loke, good result for him, in P16. Sebastian Montoya in P17. Santiago Ramos in 18th. Dino Beganovic, Formula 3 has not been going his way in the last few rounds. Kasper Stuka is in P20. He was recently dropped by the Red Bull Academy. One man who's still part of that Red Bull Academy is Tim Travanitz. He's in 21st alongside Cian Shields. Nikita Bedrin in 23rd. Sophia Flörsch will go from 24th on the grid. And then Mari Boyer, the Spanish driver, had a penalty. He will line up in 25th. Tommy Smith in 26th. James Wharton, the rookie for the driving in this round, is going to be going from 27th. Tisana Polinta Pruvazak in 28th. Joshua Dufek in 29th. And Visnicki in 30th. And last on the grid. So, in the pit lane for us, we have Jess. So, Jess, returning back to the commentary box and to the action now. So, Jess, welcome back to the JB Motorsports commentary box. What do you think is going to happen in this race?
Hello, Amy. Hello, Jack. Hello, everyone. It's a nice sunny day, so it's going to be a lot different to what we saw this morning. So we will get the action underway very shortly. But I expect a lot of fun, I will have to say. A lot of close action. Silverstone always provides some great battles. It was great in F3 last year, so I expect the same here. Loads of overtakes. I can't wait.
Cannot wait for it as well. We also will get Josh T's thoughts in a second as they all leave away from the line. In Formula 3 and Formula 2, always crucial to see whether they can leave the line or not. And luckily, it seems like all of them have been able to do so. So we do not have any stallers on the grid, and that is great news for us. The top 3 all going to be trying to challenge for that victory as well. As you can see, we've got the track noise now in the background. Let's hear from our top 3, starting off with Matthias Zagazzetta.
Especially around this track where I won in F4, but yeah, I'm super excited. I'm pretty confident we can get it done and hopefully pick up some good silverware as well.
I need to try to go for the win. We're on the front row. There's racing at home. There's yeah, I'm looking forward to the race. I think we have the package, so I'm gonna go for it.
We have a great car. Super happy to be on pole for tomorrow. Obviously, I won the pole for Sunday, but yeah, okay, it's quite a little bit late, but yeah, happy with that. We have a great pace in Red Bull Ring, and then I hope that we can replicate that tomorrow.
So Noah Leon definitely chasing victory after getting so close in Imola. Now, we also have Josh T, who is in the pit lane for us, and also the producer for this one. Hello, Josh T. What are you looking forward to as we nearly get going for this Formula 3 sprint race?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. It is weird speaking in 2 different microphones, but it works as well. And, well, Omi, I'm hoping you're getting used to me talking in your ear.
Yes.
As well, but we're coming down the Hangar Straight. And there is a look at the driver's standings, Omi.
Luke Browning with 106, he's in first. Mini in second. Leonardo Fornaroli is in third. Bogdanovic in fourth, but he will be descending down the order if bad qualifying results and bad form in the races do continue. Mansell in fifth. He's had some good qualifying sessions lately, so he's had the opposite as well. And Jack, what are we expecting then on the run down towards Abbey Corner?
Chaos. It's going to be a brilliant, thrilling race start. Silverstone, one of the fastest tracks on the schedule. It's going to be really exciting to see what racing could... I mean, we've seen it in great racing in F3, great racing in F1, and great racing in F2. All of the series have had great racing and can have some really fierce battles. However, the smallest mistake can lead to some of the biggest crashes.
They can indeed, and these are the drivers trying to get to the top step of motorsport, Formula 1, and it all starts right here for these drivers in Formula 3 driving on the F1 weekend. Noah Leon, the Mexican driver, as I mentioned, has stood on the top step before, but today he hopes it counts. Lindblad has done that. He is having a brilliant year, is the 16-year-old, the youngest driver on the grid, and what a season he is having. At the back of the field, it is going to be Wisnicki. He'll be trying to move forward from 30th and last on the grid. So car 30 will get into position on the 30th grid slot. Leonardo Fornaroli, his eyes are going to be forward. He'll be trying to move forward in this sprint race. The green flag will fly at the back. We will look to the 5 red lights. And for Formula 3 at Silverstone, it's race on. Great start for Arvid Lindblad immediately is going to be, and Zagazetta's also moving through 3 wide down towards turn number 1. Who is going to have the lead? It's Arvid Lindblad. The Red Bull Junior leads us out of turn 1. Zagazetta got a good launch. He is trying to challenge Noah Leon as we go down to farm. It's Lindblad who leads. There's a lockup in the background as Dunn tries to make up some places here side by side with Gabriele Mini. Mini is trying to have an attack now on Solov. Lindblad leads the race though, as we also see a good start there from Callum Boyson, who is side by side with Noah Leon. Will Callum Boyson be able to take the place? They're all tucking in the slipstream and making it. 3 wide is Christian Mansell is trying to get through as well. Will Mansell be late on the brakes? Mansell gets past Callum Boyson. Noah Leon keeps his foot in all the way around the outside. What a start to the race. It's Arvid Lindblad leading, and it's Alex Dunn who's trying to make a move as the 2 Alpine juniors battle with Mini versus Solo.
Absolutely crazy opening lap. 3 wide into turn 1. Absolutely insane. Just, this is what Silverstone does. It brings out some of the best racing in Formula 3. As we see a ballsy move there from the VAR driver. I think that's Noel Leon.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous overtake. That is one of, I think that's the best we'll see all weekend from the overtakes. That's ridiculous. You can't make those in an F1 car.
Sophia Flers is coming into the pit lane, surely damage for Sophia Flers. Christian Mansell trying to get through as well, down the inside of Zagazetta, who is going to come out in front. It was a brilliant move there from Noah Leon in the VAR car, who was able to get through. So that is absolutely brave stuff. Solov is battling with Dunn, and getting his elbows out is Dunn, squeezing him all the way to the inside line. Battles continue on this opening tour of the race. Luke Browning is trying to get through in the mid-pack as well as we go side by side out of the final corner onto lap number 2. We go, we've got our VAR car that is very, very wide in the background and possibly damage as well as the 2 Red Bull juniors do battle. Goethe versus Tim Travanitz. And that's also Montoya going to the inside. Yellow flags are out in the first sector. Gabriele Mini is now going to try and get worse. It'll turn into a traction race between those two. Who is going to come out in front? Remember, DRS already open on lap number 2. It's Charlie Wells who is inching ahead of Gabriele Mini, and he surely will be able to get to the inside and cover the position. So Gabriele Mini has been passed there. The battle continues on this opening tour. The green flags are back out on this circuit, and that will be brave stuff from Solov, trying to go all the way around the outside of Alex Dunn, but Alex Dunn will always get those elbows out, Jack.
It's ridiculous, the amount of moves that people are trying. This is some people's first real effort at this track. Some people never driven him before. It's just incredible to see everyone trying some of the most ridiculous overtakes, particularly the one by Solov, who I think found the limit fairly quickly. I also told Wharton and Boyer both into the pit lane. There is Sophia Flörsch with a broken front wing. I wonder if we'll get a replay on what happened there. Another tough break for Sophia. Back to you, Omi.
So Dunn making the move on Gabriele Mini down towards Stone. So he has been able to get through as we see the battles continue in the mid-pack. Lindblad that in second lead, and that is crucial around this circuit. The DRS is very, very powerful, so it's crucial to have a 1.1 second gap, and if there isn't safety cars, that is going to be crucial for him trying to keep the position as well. And it seems like we've got yellow flags are now out in the second sector. They're all going to make their way through. They're hopefully going to all be able to avoid it. But it seems like we've got some tyre that has come off. And into the pit lane is going to be Cian Shields. So Cian Shields is into the pit lane in the high-tech. He is definitely not the only one. Tommy Smith in the pits as well. And round the outside as well, Callum Woisen versus Christian Mansell. And Mansell will now try and go all the way round the outside. Woisen is going to defend that, and he'll now. Mansell will try get the up and under, try get on the power, down towards Cops Corner. How brave is Christian Mansell feeling? Don't mention 2021. We're about to head to Cops Corner with two drivers, both battling, both looking for the position. And neither of them are going to. So we're not seeing a defense there from Woisen, and it does seem like that the tyre carcass, is off at Cops Corner. So they're all having to avoid that. That could be a virtual safety car. It is a virtual safety car. So a virtual safety car is deployed. Into the pit lane comes Santiago Ramos. So we're seeing a lot of pit stops. So we've had a lot of contact, Jack, in the opening few laps of the race.
Yeah, this is what all this sort of tight, close racing and the virtual safety car comes out here in Formula 3. But this is what this circuit brings, the super tight racing. There is a tyre carcass on the track. As far as I'm aware, that's all the VSC is for. No one, I think, has stopped on the track. But it looks... But let's have a look at this chaotic race start. Maybe we can see where some of the contact occurred. Back to you, Omi, so you can analyse this. Oh, someone's slow off the start there.
Yeah, indeed. So it appeared that one of the Tridents was slow off the launch of the line. Sophie Flash.
I don't know what this is. This brake blade is just completely dive bombed.
So that was close there between Zagazzetta, who got such a good launch and made it 3 wide down towards Abbey Corner. The battle for second place did continue as well, as they all duked it out in the mid-pack. Lots of cars having to run wide as well, so it does get close on a Formula 3 opening lap. So was it Leonardo Fornaroli in the Trident who had a terrible launch? It was Leonardo Fornaroli, who has found himself down in 17th, so that is not what the Trident drive wanted. The green flags are flying once again here at Silverstone Circuit, so we'll go back to live picture soon. Oh, we had a bit of contact between the Red Bull Junior and the also Rodin Motorsport. I wasn't able to catch that one because I was looking at the green flags being back out, and now we're looking at live pictures of this circuit with Gabriele Mini on the back of Soloff. So are we going to see a move between the two Alpine Juniors?
Yeah, it was 3 cars who went off at turn 1 on lap 1, and then a couple of cars going deep into turn 3. Yellow flags again, Omi.
Yellow flags out there once again then on this circuit, so it seems like there's possibly been more chaos on this restart as well. So we'll see who's dropping down the order. Esterson and Goethe. It could be Esterson and Goethe. And oh, off the road into the barrier is Esterson and Goethe. A huge crash involving both of them, and they're off the road. So that will surely be the safety car deployed. It is the safety car deployed. So the safety car is out, Jack, after a huge incident between Goethe and Esterson.
Yeah, hopefully those two are okay, because I'm assuming what's gonna have happened is that Goethe has got to the... Sorry, no. Goethe's the Red Bull one, I think. So Goethe has obviously... I think Esterson's probably got into Goethe going into Cops, personally. That's what I think's happened.
Both are out of the car. That is the most important thing to see. Exactly. That both drivers are out of the car under the safety car period. So we'll clear up, and then we'll hopefully get back going. So at Cops Corner, those two have made contact. We'll have to look at a replay to see what has happened between those two. Sophia Flash, her race is over. So we've had a very chaotic and dramatic start to the race. Lindblad's gap is now going to come down, and you'll have to try build it up once again to Noah Leon and Matthias Zagazeta, who finds himself in the podium places as well. Esterson now walking off. The Silverstone marshals will go to work to get rid of the Campos and the Genza car as well. And the race has been this chaotic that Goethe's out, and he's still even on our world feed leaderboard. So that's how chaotic the race has been. We are waiting 2 cars into the wall, and there we go. So it's Goethe who goes in first, then Esterson. So are we going to get a better angle from it? Nope. But all we can tell is Goethe is the first one into the wall, and then Esterson follows.
It's like I called it.
Yeah, indeed. So great stuff there, Jax. As you can see, the gens are right behind the Campos into the barrier, so they'll go to work, they'll clear those 2 cars, and then we will get back racing for an 18-lap contest that it is in total. We are on lap 5 though. More laps will tick down behind this safety car as the... So, as well, currently just waiting for the clearance of those 2 cars. Luke Browning, championship leader, is currently in P12. He'll be trying to push himself forward to score some points. Gabriele Mini, the man second in the championship, is currently in 9th, so he'll be trying to push forward as well. Leonardo Fornaroli, we talked about him having the very bad start. He got to 17th initially. He's gained 2 more of those places, so he's now in P15. And then we are going to see, this is at the end of the lap, so this is going to be with Ramos versus Tommy Smith, I believe. Yep, it is. So they were just both battling at the end of the lap, and that is where Tommy Smith's front wing had a bid for freedom there. So that's where that happened, a contact between those 2 drivers. And also then we saw the tyre, so the tyre carcass come off as well. Marshals, the Great British Marshals, clearing that very, very quickly. And of course now they have 2 cars to go to work to as well. Trident watching on, and the Italian team hoping that they are going to be able to move forward with Leonardo Fornaroli and Sammy Megatune, who currently sits 10. But Jack, this is a huge opportunity. This is a huge opportunity for drivers like Zagazeta and Callum Voisin, who are of course driving for Genza and also Rodin. Those 2 teams have finished. Those 2 teams are currently 8th and 10th in the 8th and 9th in the standings, 15 and 8 points respectively. So they don't score points often. So with a mixed up qualifying, this is a big opportunity for them to score some decent points, and for Zagazeta maybe even a podium.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is going to be a brilliant opportunity for those guys to start gaining some points, not just for their own championship, but for the teams as well. It's going to be exciting to see what those guys can do from near the front.
So Risnicki started in 30th. He has ended up in 20th, so that was a great start from him. Kasper Stuka has dropped down a couple of positions. So we'll see if that's just a transponder issue, or is there some sort of issue on the MP Motorsport of Kasper Stuka. But Noah Leon now, on this restart, it will be crucial for him. If he wants to challenge for this win, he'll need to stick with Arvid Lindblad, and then there could be a battle between those 2 drivers. Everyone else will be in a DRS train, but Lindblad, the leader, will not have DRS, so there's a huge opportunity if you are the car directly behind. And it seems like, yes, Kasper Stuka does have an issue, so it wasn't a transponder issue. Kasper Stuka does have an issue with the car, and he is slowing down. He'll try and bring it back to the pit lane, but that could be a race over for Kasper Stuka. So you could have bought it in to the national pits, but for some reason he's elected to stay out there and hope they can fix it. But that is basically day over for him. And of course Formula 3 ends the action today. It starts it tomorrow early morning as well. So Formula 3 ending the Saturday, starting the Sunday, the Grand Prix Sunday, which will hopefully be a great Grand Prix Sunday with Formula 3, Formula 2, Porsche Super Cup, and then the main Grand Prix is wide. So it's going to be an exciting day of racing tomorrow here at Silverstone. Been an exciting day of racing, even with the weather, and the weather definitely did create a lot of action for us in Formula 2. We've got a dry race. The Formula 3 has had dry races here at Silverstone, and every single one of them has been exciting. There's always plenty of action around this circuit and always fights all over the road. Silverstone just inspires overtaking like no other track. Dino Beganovic currently in P18. He's going to be trying to attack Nikita Bedrin and Joseph Loke. Those are the two cars who are directly ahead of him. Joseph Loke still in the position where he started the race as well, and it's Solov who is ahead of his fellow Alpine Academy driver, so Mini directly behind, and we currently are, so they're all going to have to overtake. They're all going to have to overtake Kasper Stuka, who everyone was sitting behind momentarily, but then they realized, oh, Kasper Stuka in the MP Motorsport has got an issue, so they've decided to go past, of course, as he continues to try back. But Jack probably would have been the wiser to just bring it the feeder series pit lane. Safety car is ending though, so Lindblad will have to take us back to green flag racing at the end of this lap.
It'll be interesting to see if Kasper can actually get that car into the pit lane before the safety car end. I hope he can, personally, because I don't want a stranded car out on the track. From where they are impossible, I am told, though.
So, here we go then. Making our way through Copse Corner, about to make our way to the end of the lap. Arvid Lindblad has been in first spin quite a bit in his Formula 3 career. He's the youngest driver on the grid, 16 years of age. And this was Solov to the inside of Mini. In the background, that was championship leader Luke Browning trying to find a way by on Lawrence Van Hoopen. So that was a battle. Those were all battles on the racetrack. We're about to get some more battles going on the racetrack now, because the car is heading into the pit lane. To you, Arvid Lindblad. Kasper Stuka has been able to bring it back to the pit lane, so there will be no issue with that. So it's right over to you, Arvid Lindblad, to take us back with Noah Leon in the Van Amersfoort directly behind is the Genza of Zagazeta in third, Callum Woisen, and then Christian Mansell in fifth position. Race from here on out. It's already been an exciting start, and it's the Red Bull Junior who will lead us to green flag racing down towards the Whale chicane. You may not overtake as we go down to the Whale on this safety car restart. When we do cross the line though, it is foot to the floor, and you can make as many overtakes as you can, especially down to farm where the road will open up a bit and there will be many opportunities. Lindblad leads us down towards turn number one. Looking racy is Callum Woisen, not the only one. We also do have Solov, who is looking to try and go on the attack as well. A little bit wide there for Luke Browning, our championship leader, running a slightly wide, but he should be all okay. Dunn trying to go on the attack on Charlie Words. Yellow flags immediately out. The yellow flags immediately out. That could be close to contact and trying to get his way through. Oh, off the road there is our championship leader, Luke Browning. Our championship leader has gone off. He has made contact with Tim Travanitz, and our championship leader, Luke Browning, has gone off the road. He'll be hoping to continue. Tim Travanitz rejoins the road. Gabriele Mini looks down the inside as he tries to find a way by on Nicholas Solov. He will not be able to do so. Lindblad holding the lead, and we've got yellow flags out. Back to green flag now, but a huge moment for our championship leader. Dramatic stuff, Jack.
Yeah, indeed. Lots of contact and dramatic. Luke Browning, championship leader, reminding you, has an issue because he was very slow after what looked like some contact, I think, with one of the framers, I think it was. But yeah, not great for our champ leader and our pole sitter for tomorrow.
What Luke Browning wanted at all got his second pole position, as you mentioned yesterday. We are still racing though around Silverstone circuit right now, and it's a huge battle on the brakes. The two high-techs, James Wharton to the inside of Tasanopol into Pruvazak. Cian Shields trying to get involved as well. Dino Beganovic looks round the outside of Joseph Loke, while Tasanopol into Pruvazak tries to also make some overtakes round the outside. Goes Dino Beganovic, he'll get past Joseph Loke as well, and that could be good traction for Cian Shields, who will be trying to go on the attack onto Zanopol into Pruvazak. 0.8 of a second between the top two in this race. Lindblad leading Noah Leon, but this is the moment which made our championship leader go from 12th to 25th. Are we seeing Tim Travanitz, the Red Bull Junior, dive down the inside of us? You bet we are. And Luke Browning off the road, and he will not be happy about that.
Well.
Yes, a big...
Go on, Jack.
Looks like some sort of penalty, so look. No, yeah, he just dives down the inside, locks it up, goes straight into Browning. I think he'll probably get a 10-second penalty for that, for causing an avoidable collision.
Yellow's out momentarily, back to green though. That was only momentarily, so we may have had possibly some other wide moment for a certain driver. Tim Travanitz will get the front wing. Goethe and Esterson has been noted. That was down to Cop's corner, and Luke Browning has entered the pit lane as well. So Luke Browning with a puncture, so he has entered the pit lane, has Luke Browning. Disappointment for him, and they're all dropping like flies in this race, aren't they? They're all dropping like flies. We're having many contacts as they all try and attack. We've been waiting for this race for so long, and we're getting rewarded with a decent race right now. Noah Leon with DRS. Keep your eye on Callum Boysen. He seems racy against Matthias Zagazeta as we go down to the braking zone. Mansell is being put under a little bit of pressure as well. Joe Bloke is under pressure from his teammate, and that is Wisnicki, who is trying to find his way through. Wisnicki from 30th on the grid has moved up, was to 17th, now to 18th, because through goes James Wharton. James Wharton has gone through. Luke Browning is back out there on the racetrack. Tim Travanitz still in the pit lane, so that might be a retirement for the Red Bull Junior. That might be day over. He's still in the pit lane at the moment as the battle continues throughout this racetrack right now, and it's going to be Wers who is going to look to try and defend. Not the only battle though, as we mentioned, going on this racetrack. This is the battle for third position. Zagazeta versus Callum Boysen, who is really going to try and push. And it's crucial for Zagazeta to keep the DRS to the top two, because if he can't, he'll be coming under massive pressure from Callum Boysen, and he already is at the moment, but if he doesn't, then it'll basically be slam dunk. So Jack, what have you made of this race so far then?
Just pure, unfiltered chaos. We've seen even big accidents like Ollie Goth. We've seen brilliant overtakes from the likes of, I know Solov tried a really ambitious one. Leon performed probably the best overtake he will ever do. We have a time penalty, but I think that is Oliver Goth. He's out of the race, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Goethe is out of the... Yeah, so Ollie Goethe is out.
He's out of the race, he's got a penalty. That is incredible. I don't think I have ever seen... He must have done something really bad to get a
Alex
10-second
Dunn
penalty.
going bold down to Stowe corner. Dunn going bold. Dunn getting his reward. He has run him out of road there. That is very close on the exit. Wers is done. And it's Charlie Wers who is going to try and fight back. But Dunn is able to take a place, selling the dummy down to Stojak.
Yeah, brilliant move there from the McLaren Junior. Take a shot for every time I say McLaren Junior in a broadcast, by the way.
A lot of people do that. For how many times the world feed has to say the boy from Barbados. For Zane Maloney as well, as they basically have to. We don't have to say McLaren Junior, but yeah, with Ollie Goethe, so they might get a grid pen for tomorrow instead. But usually, if they're out of the race, they would just investigate it after the session. So weird stuff. See that needed.
I think the graphics are a bit wrong.
Race, and then some early as well. So just how the stewards are, aren't they?
Yeah. They're unpredictable sometimes.
So Montoya is looking close as well to Sami Megatuniv. So that's Steve Montoya in the Campos, going on the attack on the Trident as well. And as you can see, chasing Megatuniv right now. And Megatuniv's off wide. Megatuniv is off wide. And that could open the door for Sebastian Montoya to get closer. Lindblad has got a 1.3 second advantage as well. And we are continuing down through this race, and we're about to go on to the Hanger Straight with Montoya. Keep an eye on Sebastian Montoya. He could have a run this time around with Sami Megatunif, and it's going to be Alex Dunn as well, who's going to go to the inside, and Alex Dunn is a man on the charge, up 6 places, starts on the front row tomorrow. Today though, he's taking 5th place in the race, and Jack, it is really an attacking drive from Alex Dunn.
Yeah, you can really see how much Alex Dunn is showing his experience. Of course, I think he's the reigning GV3 champion. That move, that's an interesting move. I don't know how the stewards will look at that one, where he kind of shoves him off a little bit. But I don't think he'll be in too much trouble.
Incident has been noted.
Oh, it's been, yeah, I'm told it has been. Yeah, JT there saying it has been noted.
And who gained the position is now losing out. Charlie Words retakes the place. He's not the only one. Solov, is he going to leave the nose in there? Yellow flags are back out on this circuit. So the yellow flags are flying once again. Dunn going very close to the grass in hope of getting through. Oh, contact between Alex Dunn. Alex Dunn has made contact with Charlie Words, and they're both off the road. Alex Dunn has continued. So has Charlie Words. It seems like he'll rejoin the road, but that will be huge damage. Big contact between the two of them. They were going so close to the grass, and Charlie Words is out of the race.
Okay, yeah, that's just so unfortunate for both drivers, as they were having a brilliant battle. However, one thing I will point out, the question will be full answered on who was at fault there on Alex Dunn's onboard. Was he alongside, and looks like he's got suspension damage as he is going to, and a front wing broken, so that's his race done. Really unfortunate. Here's the incident here. Let me see if I can see this.
Virtual safety car deployed
it looks like Dunn. So virtual safety car deployed to me. It looks like Dunn gets onto the grass. He gets onto the grass for me and then loses control. My question is, was he forced there? I think this will be a good comparison. I would say yes. I think he was forced onto the grass there. So therefore, no. You know what? He actually does have room there from that angle. It looks like. Oh, let's see. We'll see how the stewards interpret this. But I think they'll probably declare this a racing incident, but I think the primary fault would lie with Alex Dunn, as he is the one who has gone onto the grass.
Yeah, so virtual safety car is deployed due to that moment, but that is going to be a charging drive ruined for Alex Dunn, and that is going to be points ruined as well for the Genza team. Into the pit lane, Alex Dunn has been able to bring it back as well. He'll get his chance tomorrow, though. He starts on the front row, so it'll hopefully be an attacking drive for him tomorrow, where he could possibly even maybe challenge for the victory. We hope. But we're now starting to see Alex Dunn's talent. We're really starting to see. It wasn't the start to the season that he would have wanted. Not challenging at the front. Now, though, he is. So it's kind of like Kimi Antonelli. It seems like all of the drivers, all of the talented drivers from the feeder series, who we expected to possibly, who are getting a lot of the attention in the feeder series, and who we expected to turn up and perform. It seems like around this part of the season, as we go into the European part of the season, they're really starting now to perform and show their talent, and show how talented they really all are. So we saw that with Antonelli earlier, and we're starting to see it from Dunn in the last few races, and he'll, as I mentioned, he'll get his chance tomorrow. So could he even possibly take the victory? Words and Dunn has, of course, been noted. They will try and clear that car with the virtual safety car, so they'll just try push it and adjust the steering wheel, make it turn and bring it back, and then the green flags will fly once again, and we will go racing with Arvid Lindblad leading. And it seems like Lindblad just has the pace over everyone so far, but will he suffer with tire deck its race in the final stages? So, continuing on right now, James Wharton. Well, what a rookie performance from him. I don't think he would have believed it if you told him that he would be P14. So, if someone would have told him that he would be P14 in the sprint race today, in his opening race in Formula 3, I don't think he would have believed it. Keep your eye on Midi and Solov. Those two seem close. So that could be an interesting initial launch when the virtual safety car turns back at green flag in this circuit. Josh T, what have you made of this race so far then on lap number 14 as we go into the final stages?
Yep, it's been a good race. Done and Verse under investigation twice. One noted, one under investigation. Virtual safety car ending, and we are back on the green.
So, here are, if you are synced up with us, here is Arvid Lindblad. He's about to get his foot down once again in this Formula 3 sprint race as he goes on the Wellington Straight. Is anyone seen close for a move back? So the gap is 2 seconds between Leon and Lim. Good restart from Leon, who's been able to get a few tenths. We look further back, no one yet is pulling alongside for a move. Now they are, and that is going to be Dino Beganovic trying to go round the outside of Nikita Bedrin. Thomas has got the black and white flag. The track limit, Dino Beganovic has got the AIX car ahead, but for how much longer? Once again, triangle turn. The Ferrari tries to make his way through the field after a poor qualifying yesterday. Is he going to be able to do it is the question as we attack our way down towards Cops Corner. Ducking in, ducking out. He still has to stare at that rear wing of the AI, slightly wide as well for Dino Beganovic. So he's lost a bit of time. So his attack possibly could be hampered on to the hangar straight as well. But talking about attack, ARTs are close together. So it's Mansell and Solov separated by 0.7 of a second. Browning and Travanitz. Turn 3 collision is under investigation as well. Further back, Fornaroli looking to attack on Lawrence Van Hopen as well. So that's an interesting battle. We ride on board with Leonardo Fornaroli, who is close, but not close enough, Jack. So we still have a few good battles going on the circuit in the final stages of the race.
I don't know where to look at the moment. The battling is just so good everywhere we look, because Silverstone always delivers, and that is Smith is under investigation for track limits. That'll probably be a pretty slam dunk 5-second time penalty.
So
yeah, that'll be a pretty slam dunk 5-second penalty.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So
because I'm sorry, but
as you meant,
there's not much to investigate, is there? Track limits. You either on or you're off the track. It's pretty slam dunk. It's not subjective at all.
Indeed. As we continue on through this race, then we are watching Sebastian Montoya. If you are synced up with us, then Montoya is going to be in the white Campos looking to attack the blue and red Trident that is in front of him of Sami Megatunif. And 2.5 seconds separate your top two right now in this race. Further 1.8 seconds to Zagazzetta, who is in third position. Zagazzetta on his way for his first points of the season. Same applies to the man who will finish directly behind him in fourth, Callum Woisen, who's also on for points as well. But I'm sure he'll be desperate for the podium. So if Callum Woisen can close the gap, that could be an interesting fight coming our way for that final place on the podium. Tommy Smith has got a penalty as well. So as we expected, a 5-second penalty given to Tommy Smith. James Wharton is on the back of Beganovic, who is still looking to attack Bedrin. So that's an interesting scrap going on. We are looking at Beganovic's teammate though, Gabriele Mini, as he tries to defend for Megatunif. Mini is going to gain some points. So 3 laps to go in this race. Mini is going to gain some good points in the title race as well, up against Luke Browning. But I'm sure he'd like to make it more. And if he wants to make it more, he has got his fellow Alpine Academy member ahead of Solov. No further investigation for Dunn and Wers at turn number 15, I should say, for forcing another driver off the track. And so Dino Beganovic has got a black and white flag for track limits as well as we go on the Wellington Straight. And Jack, it seems like the race is starting to calm down slightly, but it's Mansell now trying to defend from his teammate Solov.
Yeah, no, calming down maybe a little bit, but races don't usually calm at Silverstone. It's been a brilliant race, of course, the Charlie verse. We do want quick specification that the thing that was cleared was the forcing another driver off the track incident that led to Dunn gaining that place originally, not the collision. The collision is still noted by the stewards, so that is still being looked at currently. Back to you, Omi.
Indeed. So Christian Mansell and Nicholas Solov in 5th and 6th for ART ART, who have still been loving life in Formula 3. In Formula 2, it hasn't been the case for them, but they're starting to get better for them, as it is for Prema. So it's great. And Formula 3 is going to be getting a new car at the next year, and we were about to get a lunge coming in from Solov, who was going bold against his teammate, but that could leave him vulnerable because Gabriele Mini's going to fancy his chances to go all the way around the outside. He's locked up there. He's still looking for it, but keep your eye on Sami Megatuniv, who is going to also try get involved. It's pass or be pass in Formula 3. Sometimes opportunities could lead to you possibly losing a... So you going to go on the attack and when you are going to defend. And here in Formula 3, it is going to be a late lunge coming in. That's Sebastian Montoya late on the brakes down the inside of Sami Megatuniv. And Montoya has got his way through. Montoya fights his way through. Can Megatuniv fight back onto the Wellington Straight? Keep your eye on Lawrence Van Hoopen as well. In the ART, he could fancy his chances. Back onto the straight we go. Montoya, will he be able to keep the place? I'm sure Sami Megatuniv would want it back. He'll have to go all the way around the outside if he wants it though, as there's a lockup from Lawrence Van Hoopen. Joseph Loke has got past Cian Shields, and Megatuniv boxed in momentarily. Lawrence Van Hoopen goes all the way around the outside. He'll be run out of road. He was never going to try and keep his foot in unless he wants a one-way ticket to the gravel. We're heading down towards Kopp's corner. Is he feeling brave now down towards Kopp's? That will be the question. He's ducking. He's trying to make the move. He is putting a lot of pressure right now. We are on the penultimate tour of what has been an exciting Formula 3 sprint race, and it seems like it's about to belong to Arvid Lindblad and Dino Beganovic. We'll take a look at a replay with the Swiss driver, and this is how he was able to make the move and get past Bedrin as well, all the way around the outside, and that was a place gain for him. Talking about places, Callum Boysen is having to defend fourth. He's on his way for his first points, and off the road goes Mansell. Mansell's gone off the road. Can Nicholas Solov find a way through? He's going late on the brakes into Wales. We are on to the final tour of the race, the final lap of the race. It's all still to fight for in the middle of the pack, and it's Solov versus his teammate. So, Smith is under investigation for the collision at turn number 8. Talking about Smith, he's got past Tisana Pullin to Pruvazak there as well. As we continue the fight on this last lap. Who is feeling brave right at the end of this race? It seems like it's the two Alpine juniors. Mini trying that wide line in hope of getting better traction and getting the exit to have a go onto the Wellington Straight. They've both got DRS. Mini is in the slipstream though. Will he have a go to the inside? Tommy Smith has got a penalty. Mini is going to have to go all the way around the outside. Will he be able to get past Nicholas Solov? And once again, it will be the switchback. And we're going to take this one all the way to left field once again. And Mini's still looking for it. He is still looking for it. Here's Gabriele Mini. And he's got the traction off the corner. This could get very close. Oh, he's off the road. He's off the road. Close to contact between the two Alpine juniors. And that has ruined Mini's momentum down to Kops. So he's going to have to do it all on the hanger straight. If he wants to take the position right at the end. What an exciting sprint race it has been for Formula 3. Here at Silverstone, Mansell, the man in 5th, has got himself a black and white flag as well. As we go on to the straight, and now the question is, has he got himself 5th position? Because round the outside comes Nicholas Solov. Is he going to make this move on his teammate down to Stowe? Mansell's late on the brakes. Solov, though, will keep his foot in all the way around the outside. Arvid Lindblad doesn't know anything about how exciting this race has been because he has dominated by F3 standards. To see the checkered flag first, it's going to be Arvid Lindblad who takes his third win in Formula 3. It's Leon, then it's Zagazeta, then it's going to be Callum Boysen, and it's so close over the line. But it's Mansell who is ahead of his teammate Solov, and then it's Mini, Montoya, Sami Megatuniv, and Lawrence Van Hoopen completes the top 10. An exciting end, but another victory for Prema. What a day it has been from then. Prema have got a victory with Arvid Lindblad, Zagazeta and Callum Boysen have scored points for the first time this season. Zagazeta has done it on the top 3 places as well on the rostrum, and he'll be happy with that one. But Lindblad, third victory, the 16-year-old. What a performance from Arvid Lindblad. We can hear from him now.
Yes, mate. Home win. Well done, mate. Well done. Good race.
Yeah. Nice one, mate.
Complete domination to win his home race. Formula 3 cars scattered all over the road. Solov Mini has been noted for turn number 8. So the two Alpine juniors, of course, both part of different teams. Mini for Prima, Solov for ART. And we're going to take a look at a replay. And Jack, first of all, they started battling here with Mini trying to go around the outside of Solov, but it's going to get very close at Woodcut.
Alright, let's have a look at this here. The Mini trying to go around, but he'll switch to the inside. The question is he alongside enough to be entitled to space? I would say probably.
So I don't know what
Mini
Solov was doing,
happy.
he says.
Yeah, I mean, me, I think that he's alongside just enough entering that corner. Because the thing is, Mini could have very easily left it in there and pretty much wiped both of them out, but he didn't want to do that. So yeah, and also there's No Leon on the podium. Great result for him. Matthias Zagazeta on the podium for the first time. Brilliant results from both of those two.
Genzo, who've only scored 15 points this season, it'll be a special moment for them to see their car on the podium as well. And you can see he will be celebrating the on the roster, and we can hear as well from him.
Thank you, guys. The car was amazing. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, indeed. Car, of course, definitely has been amazing for him, because in Formula 3, he started third, and around a circuit where you can Formula 3, he's been able to keep third position, nearly even had the as well. Turn number 1, but Arvid Lindblad, after he took the lead down to the first after he took the lead into the first corner, it was brilliant from there. It was Arvid Lindblad at its absolute finest. The 16-year-old once again will stand on the halo as the winner. This Red Bull Junior is delivering so much, and what a prospect he is for the future. Definitely I could see him getting to Formula 1 if a seat does open. He's already in at such a young age as well. It's amazing to see how Arvid Lindblad can dominate these races in Formula. The opening race of the season did Arvid Lindblad, of course, to take another victory, and he's made it his third today in total in his rookie season as well, remember, in Formula 3. And while others are having all sorts of issues, all championship contenders having constant issues delivering, and his name is Lindblad. As well is going to be doing that nation proud, and Villa Gomez isn't doing that in Formula 2, so at least they in Formula 3 who arriving at the top is on the tops a few times at least so far this season, and he's still got opportunities to do it throughout as well. And then congratulations to Matthias Zeta, and on a brilliant performance from the JBMotorsports driver Callum Woisen, able to hold on for fourth, and congratulations to him as well for scoring his first points of the season as well. And Luke Browning with a day to forget after quite a lot of promise. Same can be said about Alex Dunn, but as I mentioned, both of those drivers, Browning and Dunn, will get their opportunity tomorrow when they will be starting at the front of the field. Lindblad, though, got his opportunity today, and he took it, and we've got a penalty. We have got a penalty for Christian Mansell of 5 seconds. So that's a huge disappointment for Mansell, and he will drop down the order due to that overall. We'll, of course, confirm the classification after the podium as well, so we'll confirm all of that. But celebrations for Prema, and this was the winning moment, Jack. Just absolute dominant. He'll need to view back the race highlights to even see what sort of chaos unfolded behind. So, JT, what did you make of it?
Yep, it was a very, very good Formula 3 race, and Lindblad had no idea what was going on. He'll see what happened in a minute in the cool-down room as he celebrates with his team, and we get ready for post-race interviews momentarily.
So, currently just waiting, and we're going to be getting what an iconic podium it is to stand here at Silverstone. While there may not be the crowd that we would usually get, of course, due to the buses with the buses, it's a little bit hard because the last one does go pretty early. So, and they've had to wait quite a bit. So after F1 qualifying, they may have, most people would have gone, and even after Porsche Super Cup as well. And they all need to rest up for what will be an exciting Grand Prix Sunday coming up tomorrow. So let's hear from the cool down room.
Buah, cómo se me van las delanteras. En la partida estamos 3 de lado, ¿no? Sí, pero me quedé con mucho clutch speed. Y ahí a alguien le suelta, pero yo no. Sí, sí. Yo estaba ahí casi, creí que me iba, pero... Good job, man.
I would imagine so.
The start was good. You were fast there.
Yeah, the leg was pretty big for all of us, no?
I mean, for you, though. You were flying. No, yeah, that's a lot of big.
I think it helped to be in the lead.
Yeah.
Man was 3 wide.
Oh my god.
To T1.
What? I was like, who's gonna lift? I was like flat, and then I kept going wide, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
So you must have been pushing a lot in the beginning, because on like lap 5, 6, I was like, I don't know if I can keep this pace, and you were like staying at lap
we were
like
pushing.
0.8, I was like, oh my god.
Normally I need to save a lot of the tires. Yeah. But I was like,
Probably was the reason why we all take so much, because I set the pace quite fast in the front.
So, top 3, reflecting after that race as well. We are going to hear the British national anthem on the top step. Will we do it? Will we hear it tomorrow as well? That will be an interesting question, of course. Browning starting near the front, so that could be a possibility. And then in Formula 2, it's a French front row start. And Victor Martins trying to break the streak in Formula 2 as well. Of in 17 races, we've never had a repeat winner at Silverstone, so could he do that from second as well? That's all coming up tomorrow then. And then Formula 1, what a great race we have lined up there. And then the Porsche Super Cup, I don't even know the grid. I'm going to watch that qualifying later on as well before tomorrow's race. But for Formula 3, we definitely know our top 3. Zagazeta scoring his first points of the season. Noah Leon returning back to the podium. And returning back to the top step of the podium, Arvid Lindblad. And we will hear the British national anthem. Celebrations once again for the Red Bull Junior and for the Red Bull outfit. Their academy team are definitely delivering as well. It's the trophy for Arvid Lindblad. And then we have Noah Leon, who is going to stand on second, but the team, the Prem, are getting another trophy through the support series today as well. Rene Rosin can celebrate, and there as well with the Formula 2 and 3 CEO. So we have Noah Leon getting his second place trophy. Zagazeta earning his first trophy in Formula 3. Definitely his first big major accolade in the series, and hopefully the first of many. They can put down the trophies, they can get out the champagne, and they can celebrate what has been an incredible Formula 3 race. A race that should have took place earlier on in the morning. We've had to wait for it, but it was definitely worth the wait. Truly remarkable Formula 3 race as well. We will confirm the full results for you, and then we'll get our final thoughts from the rest of the team before we go featuring tomorrow for the feature races. So cannot wait for that as well. So the podium, they're going to get a photo, and it's going to be a photo that I'm sure the top three, all three of them, will be happy about. It's not always that you get a happy top three. Today though, we definitely do have, for different reasons as well. On a lovely Saturday evening, they'll be back to racing early tomorrow morning. So they've ended the day today. Tomorrow, they will be starting it. And we finally get to breathe after an exciting day of action here at Silverstone. It's been for the majority of it, it's been a wet day, but this is dry. And wet or dry, Formula does deliver. Wet could be back tomorrow. We'll have to work that out tomorrow, though, when we do go racing for the feature race. Today, though, it was Arvid Lindblad who ended as the winner. Noah Leon getting second, the Mexican driver finishing in second. Zagazeta and Callum Woising scoring their first point of the season, and Zagazeta doing it with a podium. Solo in fifth, Mini, and then Montoya, Sammy Megatunif, Lawrence Van Hoopen, and Leonardo Fornaroli finished in 10th. Mansell, then Beganovic, James Wharton on debut, finishing in 13th. Truly remarkable stuff from him. Bedrin, Visnicki, Loke, Boyer, Shield, Ramos, and Tasana Polin Pruvazak finishing in 20th position as well. So he was able to get 20th position was Tasana Polin Pruvazak, and then in 21st we had Tommy Smith, and then Alex Dunn in 22nd. What a race it could have been for him, but he'll get his chance tomorrow. And then Dufek, Browning, Travanitz, Wers, Duca, Esterson, Goethe, and Sophia Flörsch. All of the retirements from the race. Well, what a race it was. Let's get the final thoughts from our team. Jess is having dinner, but thank you very much to her as well for stepping in and doing a bit of the pit lane reporting earlier on at the start and giving her thoughts. Let's get the thoughts now of Josh T. Josh, what did you make of that Formula 3 race? And what can we look forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, it was a good race here, and yes, well, we had to wait for it, but it was a really good race, and more coming tomorrow.
More coming tomorrow indeed. Jack, what did you make of that one?
Oh, what a brilliant race that was. Brilliant battling, bit of contact. Just an absolutely Silverstone classic. And we got to see at least one Brit so far win this weekend. Maybe we'll see another.
Maybe we will see another indeed. We'll work that out though tomorrow when we do go racing for the feature race, which is at 8:15 tomorrow. So cannot wait. So we cannot wait for that as well. Formula 2 coming up at 9:15. And then the Porsche Super Cup at 11:50 as well. So all exciting. So all exciting stuff there. MotoGP as well on Twitch. We're hoping to bring it back to... We're also hoping to bring it back to the main channel if possible as well, depending on whether we get our copyright stuff back as well. But thank you very much to everyone for joining us here for Formula 3 and all of the action from Silverstone. We'll be back tomorrow when we go racing for the feature race. Cannot wait, and we will see you then when we go racing for the feature. Goodbye.
We're all set to go here at Silverstone for the feature race for the 2024 British Grand Prix. Yesterday evening, Arvid Lindblad took a first home victory, their first ever British winner at Silverstone. Let's catch up with what happened.
With a dry track, some new faces towards the front of the field, and a chance to make some history with a young British driver starting from the front row. It was fast and furious racing, wheel-to-wheel action. Some falling short as they chased critical points in a critical championship battle. Charlie Burtz and Alex Dunn making contact down the Wellington Straight, but out front it was Arvid Lindblad who had become the first British winner at Silverstone in 3 history.
Welcome to the British Grand Prix Sunday and our first race of the day. Round 7 of the FIA Formula 3 Championship brings us to Silverstone. Last night's sprint race was in the backdrop of England's victory in penalties. I don't know what half the fans were watching, whether it was the Formula 3 race or it was the football. Certainly attentions divided equally. Armin Lindblad, though, bringing it home for Great Britain on home soil. Alongside me in the commentary box was the man calling that session, who is Omi as well. Omi, what a time we've got ahead of us. This is, I think, going to be even better. 22 laps, and once again, it's a damp track. Rain predicted, rain has fallen.
There we go.
There we go.
Hold on, yeah, rain has fallen indeed. So great stuff. That we probably going to get a good race. It had chaos. It had plenty of it. Looking forward to see what we're going to get today.
A little bit of lag on Omi's side there. We'll hopefully get that sorted. So that is at the back of the grid. So that lining up on dry tyres is Peter Wisnicki, who I doubt he's going to be on those tyres for long because the rain is starting to come down a bit heavier now. Quite a lot of the field on wet weather compound as well. Track temperature 15.1, air temperature 12.2. It's a dry track officially from the FIA at the moment, but it must have been declared wet because they put the wet tyres on. Anyway, here's your starting grid then. Alongside, starting from the front row, Luke Browning, our championship leader who retired yesterday after contact, has pole position. Max Esterson also retired yesterday down at Cops Corner. He starts second. Simon Menakuniff starts in third position alongside Leonardo Forlaroli in fourth. And then we get Lawrence Van Hopen in fifth with Christian Mansell sixth. Nicola Tusolo, or Solov, comes up in seventh position as well. See how much sleep we've all had. And Callum Vosin lines up in eighth position. Mateusz Zakazita is ninth. Arvin Lindblad, yesterday's winner, starts in 10th. Charlie Verts has a penalty, which drops him down to 11th. Noel Leon lines up in 12th position. 13th on the grid for Alexander Dune alongside Gabriel Mini in 14th. Joseph Loke is 15th. Sebastian Montoya in 16th position here at Silverstone, a track his father's won at. 17th on the grid as well comes for Santiago Ramos with Dino Beganovic lining up in 18th position as well. Kasper Sutra is 19th. Ollie Goethe with a penalty drops him down into 20th position. 21st for Tim Chiminitz alongside Mario Boya in 22nd. 23rd for Clan Shields. Nikita Bedrin, poor qualifying from him, down in 24th from Friday's session. Sophia Flörsch is 25th with Tommy Smith in 26th. James Walton makes his debut in the series. He's up in 27th. Tanaspol Interpruvazak is 28th. Joshua Dufek 29th. Peter Wisnicki on dry tyres lines up at the back of the grid. He could be one to watch. The only driver to do so on dries could be playing a massive gamble. It is the hard compound tyre, Omi, as well, so it will last the whole race, but he could be one to watch if it dries out.
He could definitely be one to watch if it does dry out. We've seen a lot. We've seen switches here at Stone in Formula 3 when it has been raining slightly. So yeah, it can count at times, but it harm your race. So we're going to see, but he has nothing to lose from the back, so he's going to try something different and hope it works out.
I know Jess in the background got a microphone muted. I don't know if she's here watching or here talking, so I'll just say morning, Jess, and move on unless she interrupts me saying something. As they come through. Such a long grid here at Silverstone. They have to form around the exit of Club Corner as well. They did talk about moving the start line a couple of rows forward, but there would be no point. You lose momentum. And Wisnicki, he's going to be slow away, but does get going. Thought for a horrible second that he wouldn't get going there, Omi, and his good advantage might not be there. Let's hear from our top three.
Absolutely. The little advantage you may have at part of the circuit.
Let's listen to our top three then from qualifying on Friday. That's going to be Sammy Megatunov, Max Esterson, and our championship leader, Luke Browning, as well as we come down towards Brooklands with a few more bits of rain.
Obviously, it's a very good position to fight for the win. Last time I started third, I won, so I will try to make the same. Make a good start, try to follow Luke if he's trying to go away, and then if he's dry, I think there will be also a part of tire management that will be important.
Yeah, I mean, a little nervous, of course, but I think we have good speed, and I've raced here before, so yeah, hopefully we can move one spot up. I'm concentrated, focused, and yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult race, but we'll see what the tyre deck's like. Obviously, we're on the hards here, so we don't expect too much deck. Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
One of of the rare things have happened here, actually, that if you actually take a look at our information graphic that we have on our screen here, up in the commentary box, you can actually see where the green flag was deployed yesterday after the safety car got restarted, then followed by 3 personal bests from Chiminitz and Browning, and then the checkered flag that came out in 18:50:24 last evening. Here's with Nicky.
Let's hear from Vichnitsky.
It's just totally going to be about staying on track. Everybody else is going to now be on the wrong tyres. If you stay on track, you're laughing. There's only one other car on slicks, and that's Callum. Everybody else is wet.
Yeah. So Callum Vosin is also on dry tyres. Haven't seen that ourselves, but they were on the grid, so they know what's happening. Yeah, so that's interesting because for the first time, I think since the days we had them back-to-back, we've had Formula 3 sprint and then feature straight away. And Arvid Lindblad's dived into the pit lane. Arvid Lindblad will start this race in the pits. He's going to change to dry tyres from there.
Seems like it, but yeah, Callum Voisin much more higher up than his teammate. So he was the driver who got fourth yesterday. Arvid Lindblad, as you mentioned, has dived it into the pit lane. He wants to go play around. He's not the only one. Mini, Ramos, Beganovic, Goethe, Tim Travanitz, Mari Boyer, many cars are in. So they're all electing to do it after seeing the data from the formation lap.
Well, that's a poor decision. They should have done that on the way to the grid. It wasn't that bad on the grid, so they've all going to do that now. So many in the pit lane. So starting from the pits, as Omi said, Lindblad, Mini, Ramos, Beganovic, Goethe, Chiminitz, Boyer, Flörsch, Smith, and into Pruvazak. They're all going to dive into the pit lane and change tyres. So the pit lane is very, very busy, and a total of around about 20 cars only line up on the grid. Look how funny it looks back here on the grid. All set then to get the start lights. Green flag at the back. The feature race for FIA Formula 3 on Grand Prix Sunday has 3, 4, 5 lights. Go at Silverstone. Good start from Browning. Better start from Esterson. He's going to fall in behind as Browning leads in towards Abbey. Forlaroli keeps alongside as well. Doesn't let Van Hopen get through. Mansell's in a battle as well with Solov as they come through in towards turn number 3 in Village for the first time. Up the inside comes Fulton as well on the dry tyres. He looks to be making a storming getaway as they come round the outside. Yellow flag already. Spinner at the back, and I can't tell who it is. Couldn't tell. It looked like one of the... Well, it could be one of the Camposes. We'll have to give a look at. Clan Shields has dropped back, and so has Murray Boyer. I think it's Murray Boyer who's dropped back. He wasn't in the pit lane as he came through, so we'll keep an eye out. The rest of the field have now left the pit lane. Everyone's locking up, but only the problem is wet tyres on a dry track. They're going to be like chewing gum. Some have got traction, some haven't.
Yeah, all trying to fight with the cars right now on this circuit. On lap number 1 out of 22. What a race we have on our cars right now, because they're all trying to fight with the full wets, and some on the dries trying to attack. Browning saying rain will get harder in 6 minutes, so they're trying to stretch the rain out till that period as Solov goes round the outside of Christian Mansell.
There's Callum Vosin. He's side by side now as well with Sammy Megatuniv. This is still over. This must be over 4th position. It is over 4th position, and the safety car is out to neutralise the field on lap 1 of 22. So, and Forlaroli jumps over Chappell, and it's 3 wide as the safety car is officially called. Now they're all going to back off. Forlaroli had 2nd position. Browning leads. Esterson down a couple of positions as well. And Callum Vosin is first. And it is Clan Shields who has stopped on the track. He was the one who got punted round in the high-tech, and it wasn't a Campos, it was a high-tech. We couldn't see it from that angle.
Yeah, I didn't even see it at all. My eyes were glued to the front of the field, looking at Callum Voisin, who has been able to move up to P4 then, so the next car up for him will be Esterson. Will anyone else elect to pit? The question is, and yes, Duns dived it in, and I think Charlie Wers also might be in as well.
Have you got this for a few minutes, or do you want me to leave it on the world feed? Because I've just got to go start the MotoGP.
I've got it.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
I've got it.
Back in a minute.
So, Alex Dunn into the pit lane. He goes, the McLaren Jr. joined with Charlie Wers, the man who he collided with yesterday. So these two made contact yesterday. So they're going to be hoping that they don't do so today as well. So the order just updating itself. Vosin, as I mentioned, has moved up to 4th. It's Megatuniv, Lawrence Van Hoopen, and then Mansell, Noah Leon, Solov, and Sebastian Montoya. The grid looked very unusual with about 10 cars missing from it as well. Lindblad, even after electing to do that on the formation lap, due to how many cars pit, he's still in 18th, and he'll get most of that time back. So he'll now be able to get onto the back of all of the other drivers, and will be able to push on. As back out comes Charlie Wurz. There's Alex Dunn in the McLaren livery rejoining the road as well. But it's all going to be about hoping for the rain. If you're on the full wets, you're hoping for the rain. If you are on the dries, you're hoping that it does not rain at all. Because if it is to rain, then that could be crucial for your race, because you'll be getting the gain now, but then you'll be getting the pain later on. Let's review the start. We were missing a lot of the cars, but at the front of the field, most of them were there, and it was a poor launch for one of the AIX cars. So it was a very bad launch for one of the AIX cars. We'll try to work out who that was. And then down to Taiwan Mansell, wheel to wheel with Callum Woysen. So it's Callum Woysen going wheel to wheel through there, and then we're going to watch with Gabriele Mini. Are we seeing Cian Shields? There he is. So that's Cian Shields who was spun. And we're just going to see where it happened. And this was Fornaroli. So this was Leo Fornaroli going on the attack on Max Destis, and all the way around the outside through Maggots and Beckett's. Great move for him to find a way through as well. And right behind these guys, it was Callum Woysen on those slick cabotage, and then over that curb for Fornaroli. That was a tight moment there, and nearly lost his position. The safety car just out, luckily, to save him, and then they went 3 wide in the battle for second position. Back to live pictures we go with the safety car. That is ending. So the safety car is coming in, and Luke Browning will be taking us back. Josh, so the safety car is coming in at the end of the lap.
I time these things perfectly, don't I?
You do.
Safety car helped me out there, actually, because I was able to go start the recording timings for the warm session that we'll upload later. So here we go again then. Back to green flag conditions. Remember, no overtaking until after the safety car line, which is the start-finish. Rain hardened 6 minutes. That was 4 minutes ago. It's a little bit darker over the top. You can see it sort of starting to moisten up.
Yeah.
Is that even a word? It is now. Look at Fornaroli. He's waiting to jump Browning. Browning knows the rule, though. Why go and risk spinning into Vale when he can boot it through club? Reggie, second exit, he's going to boot it. There he goes. Oh, wait, now. There he goes. Smart boy is Luke Browning. We're back racing again at Silverstone. Browning to Fornaroli, Esterson, Vosin, Megatune is the top 5. You can see the water droplets starting to get there. So everyone now on dry tyres and wet tyres, bunched up together under that safety car. We're in for a very interesting couple of laps if it stays dry, as Callum Vosin tries to go around the outside of Esterson. Esterson sliding all the way around with absolutely no grip, and Vosin goes through.
Yep, Callum Woysen does go through. Indeed, he'll have the grip on Fornaroli to get through as well. As we go on to the Wellington Straight, surely the Rodin will be moving past the Trident as we go down to Brooklands. It seems like he will be, so he'll be passing everyone for now. But when will the rain be coming? That's going to be the interesting question. We already have a few drops falling on the camera.
They've got 2 wide cameras here at Silverstone as Vosin tries to send it round the outside, and he cuts back at the inside of left field in towards Woodcote, and Browning is passed by Callum Vosin. Vosin takes the lead, but is Browning going to let that stick as they come on towards Cops Corner? He's got no choice about it. Mansell in a battle as well with Wiznicki, who has made it up into 9th position from 30th on the grid. Wow, this is really starting to get interesting as we see. On board, this is with Gabriel Mini, and he's now in 16th position as well. Joseph Lowe's dropping down, Limbaug's coming in. Here's the radio.
We need to gain track position as fast as we can, because if it gets raining, it will be a mess.
So it really is going to be a mess as well. And that's Wharton dropping down. That's moving up now as well. That's Wiznicki getting through. Look at this. Half the field on wets, half the field on dries. And it is literally like you're in an ice rink, just skating around the inexperienced players. Unbelievable. This is... Oh, then everyone's snapping. The grip levels are 2 different things for both of them. 3 wide into Vale and a lockup. I can't even tell you who that is. I think it's Goethe. And that is Montoya off the track, and everybody goes through at club. Oh, DRS is enabled, yeah. And that's safe enough, isn't it?
Oh my word, when cars are sliding all over the road. I don't think that's safe enough. Mansell's run wide out of turn number 1, and they're all still duking it out in the mid-pack. Surprised they're all pointing in the right direction, as Dunn is also sending it up the inside of Sophia Flush.
Interprover Zach has got
on the outside now.
Safety car infringement. Look at Vosin. He leads by 6 seconds to the rest of the field. And off the track goes one of the MPs. And back on the track. Oh, contact! This will be a red. That's it. We saw that. This will be a stoppage.
Oh.
Now,
That's Sofia Flush and Dina Beganovic, I think.
And Sophia, I think, she's out of the race. Sophia's out of the race. She got taken off by Beganovic coming back across the track. Now, this will be a red because when Raikkonen did that in 2014, the tyre bar, the arm coat was damaged because it's a weaker part of the track there. So I wouldn't be surprised. Well, certainly the safety car's going to come out. Vozin's done a 1:53, and there's the safety car now. As moving up a position, that's Tim Chiminats getting ahead of Luke Browning as well. Tim Chiminats started this race, this lap in 7th. He's now up into 2nd. Safety car again. Wow.
Oh, goodness, that's how wild this has been. Now, I'm trying to work out, was it Dunn who I predicted? It seems like he's still on the leaderboard in 15, so it must have been someone else, possibly one of the MP Motorsport. Yeah, Dunn's okay there, so it would have had to possibly be one of the MP Motorsport cars that went straight off. But it was Sofia Flesch who we did see in our picture definitely go straight off in the Alpine colours there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's red flag, to be fair. Tim Chiminats is into the pit lane. So that is... He's on dries. Why is he coming in? Is he going back to wets? That's a brave call if he does that.
I'm guessing he's now going to predict that the rain's going to come. So he's now going to... He's done the most of the dries. Now he's going to try to do it with the wets.
Annoyingly, he needs a lap.
This race is changing quickly.
Oh, this is ridiculous. He's actually led a lap officially because the control line is actually on the inside, so he gets ahead. So Tim Chiminats has actually led a lap of this race over Callum Vosin, who's immediately taking the lead back. And yeah, he's gone back to wet tyres.
Yeah. What a weekend, though, for Callum Voisin. Coming into this weekend, having not scored a point in this championship. Yesterday getting 4th. Today is currently 1st, as the Sanapol Pruvazak has got a penalty.
And someone else coming in for dry tyres, so someone's making the opposite decision down at the end of the pit lane. Yeah, 5 seconds for that infringement for Interpruvazak. And it's raining again! Brawleys are going up in the general admission area. And the rain starts to come down. So we're now on dry tyres, has the liability. But looking at that tyre barrier, so the anchor, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a red flag, to be fair, because if it is damaged, they need to repair it.
Indeed. If it is, then they do need to repair
The lights are out.
that as well.
The lights are out in the safety car.
Go on.
The lights are out in the safety car. There's no lights. There's Sophia Flesch walking away. But why is the lights out in the safety car? We're not ending.
Definitely not racing. We've got a car still to be recovered there as well.
So
hopefully we're going to work some of it out now.
Dune.
So we're going to look. Yeah, so it's Alex Dune, who I believe are we going to be seeing forced wide. So we have 3 wide ahead. And then Dune's the car who I correctly said off the road. And then is it Beganovic and Sofia Flush that come together as the question? Ooh.
That was a replay of 2014. Dune, they still haven't removed that bump, it looks like, from where Raikkonen went off. So, yeah, Dunes flies off the track. He comes back on, but there's a rain gutter there. He launches into the air.
Oh, my.
And Sophia Flush goes to get out of the way and hits Dino Beganovic.
Beganovic's lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah.
Without any major damage.
Alexander Dune's lucky not to have a broken back. That's not against the sausage curve, but it's the... watch. So she gets out of the way, and, well, in fact, that is Sophia turning in on Beganovic there. I can't really defend that, because she was avoiding an accident, but she just turned into him. There she is. That is your fault.
My word. What a chaotic race.
Lights have failed on the safety car as the rain's coming down. Do they know that the safety car lights aren't on? Are we stopping the race? What's going on here? It's raining heavier now. So the rain has re-arrived at Silverstone. And everyone on wet, everyone dry is now coming in. Yeah, Ramos, Interpruvazak, Goethe, Dune, all diving in for wet tyres. Wow. This race, it's just too confusing at 8 AM in the morning. I haven't even had breakfast yet.
Oh god, this is fun.
Here's how
Splendid.
So it's the same. There's this chance of light rain, but it's never big intensity for now. It's a bit unpredictable at the moment.
Come on, Alvin, you're British. You should know what the weather's going to do. Wet tyres going on for Gavranovic. This is ridiculous, Omi. It just won't stop. It's getting heavy now. You're going.
We've already had so much, and we're only on lap number 6.
Are we only on lap 6?
So much. 3.
Oh wow. Everyone's sliding out the pit lane now. Who's that? Joseph Loke.
Eston? No.
Bedges. Why are the lights out in the safety car? I don't get that. How are they going to know it's coming
Did they not
in?
work or something?
Have they failed? Well, they should swap the safety cars then. Why are the lights? Have they forgotten to switch? Has nobody in race control realised the safety car lights aren't on? That's very unlike Burt. Look, they're not on. Oh look, they've got the indicator lights on. The emergency lights are on instead. Yeah, look, the backup lights are on. Watch, look, the indicator lights are flashing. The top lights have failed, so they've put the emergency hazards on. That's quite clever.
What's that?
And it's raining so hard now. Vozin should pit for wets. He'll just slide off the track if he doesn't. That's quite clever, actually. Yeah, look. They
That's
can't.
the thing.
Yeah,
If
go.
he doesn't.
I quite like that they put the hazards on.
Good thinking for once.
It's going to let Omi have a chance to leave and come back again, so that Discord resyncs itself, because we're massively lagged a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, the lights are on! The lights are on! They've got them working. So
There we go.
yeah, someone's remembered. Excellent. Oh, right, there he goes. Callum Vozin, the race leader, has a penalty! Callum Vozin, the race leader, has a penalty of 10 seconds.
For 5 more minutes, and then it might be dry for another 8 minutes.
Leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Oh, Omi, that's
Now-
a surprise.
I think that's when he was passing Fornaroli. I did notice it, but I thought it was possibly just okay. But doesn't look like it. So we'll have to take a look at a replay of that one. But I'm going to guess it was when he was passing Fornaroli for second position. But yeah, that's disappointment for Callum Voisin. I think we're about to see. So he's going to get past, or it might actually be on Esterton that he's actually going to get past here. But it will be all 4 wheels off the track, I believe.
Let's have a
So he's
look.
going to get past Esterton, but it will be all 4 wheels off the road.
Yeah, it is. 100% you're right.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he wouldn't be winning this race anyway. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's too wet now. Would you argue he was
I mean, with how
forced
many
off?
safety cars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, with how many safety cars, at least you can now just come into the pit lane and serve it and get a new set of tyres. If he's going to do that.
Can you serve your 10 seconds under a safety car?
Oh, like, you can probably serve it during green flag, but then there'll be another safety car.
Oh, yeah, I see your point.
Yeah. With how crazy this race is.
Lap 7 of 22.
So they're still clearing. Sophia Flass's car, so...
Trying to find out information from Twitter about weather radars. What?
Indeed. What?
Haas are expected to announce Esteban Ocon will drive for them in 2025. An announcement is reportedly expected before the summer break. A multi-year contract. So Magnussen's out.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, who saw that coming? Safety car's
Yeah.
in this lap.
Wow.
Why get rid of K-Mac?
That's interesting.
I can see that. I can see actually because K-Mac hasn't been performing well this season, whereas Hulk has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, makes sense, I suppose. Right, ready again. Safety car's in this lap. Vozin with a penalty. So your race leader once again is Browning. Then we've got Lindblad on dry tyres. Wet tyres for Forlaroli. Dry tyres for Smith and Wisnicki. Green flag! But it's up to Vozin when he wants it. If he's smart, he'll go into the pit lane now. Oh, I thought he was for a split second. Go on, pit. Well, he would have been smart there, but he hasn't. That would have left Forlaroli as the race, Brownie as the race leader, and he would have been caught by surprise, and he might have gained him some seconds. In fact, what I would have done is, I would have darted into the pit lane, because you can go as fast as you can in the pit lane, serve you 10 seconds, and you don't lose that much time. That's what I would have done. We're racing again in Silverstone, and Vozin nearly spins it, coming out of club with 15 laps to go. Look at Browning, he's going to get through with absolute ease down towards Terminal Abbey, and everyone's darting backwards as well. Browning looks to the inside line, Vozin's just going to skate right off, but Browning's going with him. There's no traction on wets or dries. Browning takes the lead. Everyone now on dries is the liability, so it's advantage wets. Oh, this is ridiculous. Everyone just sliding around like crazy. 6 wide coming into Aintree. And it's not exciting because they're all just sort of like, well, where do you go now? Mini's down to 14th. As there's still debris on the straight as Flursh, Boganovic and Dune have got penalties. Sorry, investigation. But yeah, that's right, smart guys. Run over the debris that's been left there. Yeah, that's a great idea. Everyone's just skirting off the track on dry tyres. This is going to end in a huge accident. I'm not careful. It's like a NASCAR race.
It is like a NASCAR race where they're all together, all over the road, as down now towards Cops Corner, and
Joseph Loeb's got a broken foot wing.
And James Wharton on his debut, look where he is. He's trying to make his way up into the points.
And as I said, yeah, Joseph Loeb's got a broken front wing. Someone's hit him. So, so that's going to be causing contact. 3 wide into Maggett and Beckett, and oh! That was so close there, as that's going through with Lawrence Van Hopen, Leon Solov, Loke, Kasper, Sutra, getting all in the mix as well. Trying to see who else is down there, but it's hard because, yes, Kasper is in the 8, he nearly got chopped up and thrown out. Everyone coming back through on the inside line. Alexander Dunes coming through, into Stowe corner. Few snips, contact, and that's going to be the big one. Contact, big one into the wall, and this will be a red flag. 3 cars off. Alexander Dune again in contact. Safety car immediately out, but surely a red flag. Dufek into the pits. Huge accident coming out of Stowe, and involved Sebastian Montoya and Alexander Dune and Joshua Dufek. Dufek's into the pits. Dune, I'm okay. Big accident and no sign of the safety car, but the tyre barrier has come apart. This will have to be a stoppage. Mansell's up into 16th place. Off the track, going into braking as well. I'll tell you one thing, Omi, this has to be stopped now. The tyre barrier is damaged. Where's the safety car? Where's the red flag? Pit entry's closed.
Yep, indeed. Where is the safety car? Where is the red flag? James Wharton on debut currently in P8. He is having one Silverstone experience right now. Luke Browning in the lead for 3.4 seconds. You expect that to be cut down to nothing. We'll surely need a red flag or at least the safety car for now to neutralize the race as well. But that was always going to happen with how they were dealing it out. And unfortunate for Dunn, he is retired for both races after having so much potential in the wet.
Safety car. Montoya, I'm okay. Dune and Montoya out of the race in a huge crash. I said it would end up in a big one. Montoya off the track, gets collected by Dune, and both into the wall. Yeah, this potential's closed, but this has got to be a stoppage. This is getting ridiculous now. There's the safety car boards going out. Not actual boards that you have to hold at Silverstone anymore. They're literally just push them out. There you go. That was a biggie. Advertising boarding damaged. No sign of anything being damaged on the actual tyre barrier, but it has come apart a little bit towards the back. So this,
Do they need to red flag this?
I'd say they do.
Yeah. If they need to red flag it, they probably move Montoya's car first, just to make sure everyone can easily get in.
Yeah. Or to stop them on the grid.
Yeah.
That's an option as well. Stop them on the grid.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it again. So watch Alexander Dune, the orange MP in the 9. He's going to go on the inside line, but off goes, well, spinning actually. So Dufek collects Montoya and Dune.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go, man.
I think it was...
Oh my god.
Casper got in the way. Is it Casper? Who hits him off? Yes, it is. It's Casper Sucher who spins, takes off the side of Joshua Dufek, and Dufek piles into Dune and Montoya. And everyone goes somersaulting across the track. It's just a slide and a catch.
Yeah. Indeed. But yeah, you have to feel for Dune out for the second race in a row due to something that wasn't his fault as well. And he had so much pace this weekend, so that's why it hurts as well. He had so much pace. He's finally getting to know the car and fight at the front. And then he's had 2 retirements where he had quite a lot of pace. He made a brilliant move yesterday, made some brilliant overtakes yesterday, and then had contact. Today, it was chaos, but he also had some good pace when the race did settle down. So, unfortunate for him. Here's Dino Beganovic from his POV of cars going absolutely everywhere and giving him a few free places.
What I don't like is watch how the car bounces back from the tyre barrier there. It's the worst place to crash because it's just a short tyre barrier. It's a bouncing right across pit entry and spinning back into the path of the cars. Always frightens the hell out of me, that. Dune getting out okay. Safety car's out. No sign of the red flag at the moment. But the tyre barrier is knackered, so it needs to be repaired there. Montoya going for a jog. He's okay. And out of a race to Joshua Dufek.
Yeah. Dufek's out, but I've just thought about it. Wasn't Dunn out in one of the races in Austria, the sprint as well?
Yes, he was.
Where we had a big crash.
Yeah, big one there, wasn't it? Yeah.
So he's had some big crashes in the last 2 weeks. 3 in total.
That's one way to end a triple header. People saying, "Oh, Josh, you're looking forward to having a week off with no early starts." Have you seen the time I've got to get up for Donington in 3 days? I have to put up about 5:30. Luckily, my niece will help with that because she's only 8 months old. She screams the house down. And I believe she's going into her own room now for the first time, so no doubt she's going to be screaming for Kellyanne during the middle of the night. My room is A, adjacent to hers, and B, when Elliot's there, I'll be downstairs. So, yeah. I'll be able to hear a lot. I might sleep in the basement. With the earplugs, yeah. Lived like Harry Potter for a while. Just hide. Nah. At least I know one thing. I won't be late to Donington or anything. Apparently, Elliot wakes up so early in the morning that he just wanders downstairs. So he'll be able to wake me up, and I'll be able to go to Donington. I mean, I could take him. Kids under 15 go free, so I could take him. Could take it. Well, Sarah's too young.
You could.
Oh, it's a lot of rain coming in now. And this is going to come in for F2, Porsches, and big rain expected for the British Grand Prix later. By the way, we're only halfway. This is probably going to go to a timed race. We've got 18 left.
It's just been that race.
Yeah. Hell. Absolute hell.
But yeah, we've got F2 after this.
Yeah.
And then Porsche, which will hopefully deliver some action. I got a bit excited after seeing the qualifying, but then Larry Tenforder's lap was reinstated, so he's back on pole, or he was going to start further down.
Still haven't got the live streams back on the main channel. Either come at 9 or 12. Or just before 2 o'clock. Because that's after a week after we got the thing. So if it comes on before 3, we might just go live as soon as we get it back. Like, even if it's like 2:45, we'll play the intro again or on the main channel for the British Grand Prix. Everything's going to be on JBMotorsports 2 and Twitch anyway.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Decide what you're going to do. I would go to a timed race now, personally. We're not going to get another 11 laps in 17 minutes when we've been doing, at best, 2-minute laps, now doing 3. So, Even my maths can work that out.
Yeah, some drivers' best has been 2-minute 12s. It's been all sorts of chaos.
It's not been the best, is it?
That's just something pulling to prove that in P17 right now. But yeah, opportunity for drivers who don't usually get to fight at the front to score some points with how chaotic it is, including James Wharton. I've already mentioned this on debut. What a weekend he's having. He's in 8th right now. He's on for point.
No, Leon?
Might increase in 6 minutes over the whole track. So in 6 minutes over the whole track.
Oh, God.
Well, that's going to be 10 minutes to go of the race. You may as well just put it to time now. Oh. Surprised they haven't stopped this, to be fair.
They really want to continue it, don't they?
They do, they really do. What's the gap between F3 and F2?
I think we have 1 hour and 3 minutes from now till F2.
1 hour?
Yeah, from now.
Oh,
Basically, like now.
I love
Well, 1 hour, 2 minutes, but yeah.
Excellent. Breakfast. I always have traditions with the British Grand Prix. Full English breakfast. Proper one as well, with everything all added in. And last night before I went to sleep, I watched the Murray Walker documentary from 2001 with him commentating the British Grand Prix. I'll send you it, Omi. You'll love it. You see all behind the scenes of how Murray spent his last year in the commentary box.
Yeah, I'd want to see that.
I'll send it to you. It's great. It's one of my favourites. We have gotten to a timed race. We have now gotten to a timed race, so 15 minutes to go. And they've called it race 2. Interesting enough.
Yeah, it's gonna stop soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna stop soon, and it's not raining here.
Interesting they've called it that and not, you know, like the feature race. Like, it is.
Yesterday in Formula 2, when that went to a timed race momentarily, they put it back to laps. So they put it back to laps, but it went to F2 went to a timed race yesterday. Safety car's ending, but F2 went to a timed race, and they put it to race 1 as well.
Oh no. I wonder what F1's
It seems like that's all. Yeah, it seems like it's automatically in the system for some reason.
Yeah.
With race 1 and race 2 from a few years ago.
I wonder what would happen with. I wonder what would happen with Formula 1. Have we gone to a timed race yet with these graphics? I can't remember. Singapore 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Singapore, yeah. Went to a timed race then.
Goethe?
Any rain expected? Any more rain expected? No. Just slide little.
We hear all over the whole track. Everyone's radar's telling you different things as well. Safety cars coming in, as Omi says. I don't have to do anything if we go to timed race now, thanks to multi-viewer with F1, because it's already there. Here's Leon.
Yeah. Seems to increase in about 3 minutes.
Again, we don't know how much though. That's the problem. Is we're back to green flag. Is it going to rain? Is it going to bucket it down? What's the difference? Oh, come on, guys. So everyone on dry tyres now has the advantage. Everyone on wet tyres, disadvantaged. It's just so many starts and restarts in this feature race. It's only a 45-minute race. It's been feeling like we're in here for eternity. Going to pits. And now look, he's going to leapfrog everybody and officially lead a lap. That's what's always comical to me. And we are go again. Gertz is now up to 4th position, by the way. Look, there you go. Everyone cautious on this restart. They know they don't want to risk anything with the rain coming in. So Gertz is going to drop to the back, so count that out. At the inside, Joseph Luke. Oh, that's going to be... Is that damage from Negatino? If it is. Oh, and wing damage for Luke as well. I forgot about that. How's that wing not got on underneath him? I don't know. Down Wellington. A little bit of damage for everyone else as well. Now, disadvantage here as Noel Leon tries to go around the outside of Max Esterson for 3rd position. Not paying off there. Everyone's, jumping off the circuit. It's dry in some areas, damp in the others. as floor damage there for... Oh, and that's follower. That's Megatuna dropping a wheel into the gravel at the exit of Luffield. Through Woodcut now to Cox Corner. Oh, something's flying up there with debris. Which race is crazier? Yesterday's or today's?
Definitely today's. Lots of wet, lots of drama, and Traven is trying to get past Megatuna, but Megatuna holding on. Oh god, they're all getting very aggressive. Just now at the end of this one.
Do you know, it took 1 minute and 15 seconds for that safety car to be deployed, which is a basic safety car deployment. That was insane. Now, round the outside, Joseph Loke. Sorry, that's no Leon. Trying to get round the outside.
Leon.
Yeah. Loke's being got through, but Mansell, Solov, Ramos ahead of Sucha, Vert, and Zagazita. Oh my word, just get us a better timing tower, we'll be fine, because this just keeps on changing, sector by sector. But drivers on the wets, drivers on the dry tyres, setting their best lap times of the race so far. So dries are the ways to go. Interesting. And DRS enabled.
Yeah, enabled.
Go.
That's brave.
Yeah. How over to the big accident then, Amy? Oh, maybe now.
Not a long left at all. As Callum Woysen tries to make up some progress, he's side by side with Nikita Bedrin.
Oh.
The two ARTs, Mansell and Van Hoopen side by side, and Mansell forced off by his teammate. Bogdanovic says thank you very much and goes through.
How many incidents has Bogdanovic had to avoid today as well? But that's going to still be around the outside as Mansell tries to swing round it and does so into Brooklands, but goes straight on as soon as the wet conditions hit. Oh, he's going to come on to ahead of Gabriel Mini. Mini knows he's going to be backing off. Well, this is just ludicrous. The rain's hitting. The rain's hitting, Omi. The harder rain is hitting now. Well, here we go.
Here we go indeed. Noah Leon seems like he's really on the attack. Yesterday, of course, was on the attack to finish in second place. Today, he won second place once again. That's exactly what he's chasing right now, is Noah Leon. 3 tenths away from Leonardo Fornaroli, so that's going to be an interesting battle. For second position, and he probably wants to get the move done before the rain hits, and just to ensure that if there is a red flag or a safety car till the end, that at least he has got that position secured as we all continue to make our way through and onto the hangar straight now.
Down we come once again. Browning leads by 1.8 seconds. Van Hopen gets ahead of James Watson, who gets points here so far. Side by side, that's Vosin gets ahead of Boyer, but we're watching Forlaroli and Noah Leon over the battle for second position. Forlaroli loses out. Wet tyres have the advantage, and it seems now as the rain starts to come back down here in Silverstone. It has been chopping and changing throughout the entire feature race. We have 9 minutes to go.
Lindblad Zagazeta out of position at the start has been noted. That's very late.
To be fair, it feels like hours ago. It was only half an hour ago, so to be fair, it is very late. But it's what this race has been. This race has felt like an eternity. Getting on there, car 15 of James Wharton running at the exit and round the outside. There goes Mansell trying to have a go.
Oh.
Contact! Vosin hits Solov. Wheel banging and damage. And Mansell's dropping back. Sophia Flörsch and Bedrin out of position. Well, that's because everyone came into the pit lane for dry tyres.
Oh, Joseph Loke, is he going to make the corner?
No!
Oh, no, he's not going to make the corner. Trying to overtake Bogdanovic. He'll be off wide.
Nearly came back on that front wing, flapping around crazy, then Flappy Bird. His teammates going back through around the outside then as well. Did he go in the wrong pit lane there? Traminetz on the inside of Esterson and makes the move for 4th position. Esterson's off the track, trying to come back. Can't catch up there yet. Hasn't worked out for Megatuniv coming back through on the inside line. Blimey! Come on, guys, hold it together. This is insane racing. Leon.
Slick are now quicker. 1 second delay.
Well, that's the case in one sector, but not in the other. Yeah, well, they are setting faster delta times. Oh, we still got 7 minutes to go. We've only done 14 laps.
Yeah, Gabriele Mini is fighting his way towards the points now as well. He's up to 11th. Next up is his teammate, 2 passes as well, which he does with ease. So Mini gets past Dino Beganovic, and now he's also going to try and also make the move on Van Hopen. He's in another league right now, is Gabriele Mini.
Down across the line then. Vozin up to Traminitz as well. Lindblad back ahead of Esterton. Mini ahead of Van Hopen as they come across the line as well. But Mini's got that inside line on Megatunif and makes the move for 8th position as well. Bedrin into the pit lane for dry tyres. And that is Mini going round the outside of Lindblad as well, isn't it? Well, it's everybody at the moment. Dries now.
Yeah, and he's got past Traminitz as well. He's about to get past Traminitz.
Vozin's up to 2nd again. So Dries are now back. And 2.8 seconds only for Browning. Vozin's going to win this race, but he's got a 10-second time penalty, let's not forget. So if he can get ahead and get 10 seconds, he's golden in 6 minutes. Plus 1 lap.
Wow. What a race.
Forlaroli's gone wide, Mini slips through, so does Lindblad. And that is Noel Leon dropping back and up goes Lindblad could be on for the double here.
He could.
Oh, at home soil to win the sprint in the feature. That would be fantastic for Arvid Lindblad. He is on course for top. He started 10th. Beganovic track limits. And now this is the battle for the lead of the race as Browning versus Vozin. Browning going left and right through Chapel, round the outside. Callum Vozin takes the lead. But is he going to get... And Van Hopen gets track limits as well. Taylor, black and white flag. But there is Arvid Lindblad. He's going to get ahead. And then, effectively, Lindblad is the race leader. But Gabriele Mini's right there as well. It's going to become a dry tyre race. Off goes. And through goes Lindblad. Off goes Browning. Through goes Mini.
Oh my god, Browning cannot do anything to defend against these cars. It's been a race where he left out on the full wets, hoping that the rain would come at the end, but it hasn't. Callum Voisin has got the lead, he's got the fastest lap, but he's got a 10-second penalty as well for that one. So it's going to be Lindblad versus Mini for the race win. They're separated by 4 tenths. This is going to basically be a normal battle on a bit of a wet track at parts, and they're both going to be battling for the win, are the 2 teammates.
Mini's got a 1:52. 0.488. He is the fastest driver on the track. He's leaving 11s coming out of Aintree as well. He is not holding anything back. The 3 drivers who risked it for dry tyres are now 1, 2, 3. But Vozin's got that time penalty. So it's Lindblad versus Mini for the race lead. And Lindblad wants it for a double home win. Mini needs it for the championship after miseries in the past few weeks.
Indeed as well, he was able to gain a few points on Luke Browning after Luke Browning made contact with Tim Traminitz yesterday. Today, Luke Browning has seen himself fall down the order to 4th position, not being on the right tyre at the right time. Mini is, and Mini wants to gain a lot of points on Browning to close the championship lead going into the next few rounds as well. So this could be a crucial victory for Gabriele Mini if he can do it. 4 minutes to go on the clock. This race is going to come all the way to the end between the 2 teammates.
Wisnicki gets ahead. Dino Beganovic has a penalty for track limits. Got a yellow flag in the 3rd sector. Don't know why. Be smart with Lindblad, says Mini. Yeah, don't go in. 5-second time penalty for Grant. Yellow flag's out. Don't know why. It's in this part of the track. Coming through Stowe. Can't see anything at the moment. I can't see where the yellow is. There's a bollard and Mini hits the bollard. Mini whacks the bollard out of the way. There's a car stopped at the entry to the pit lane of Charlie Wirtz. Charlie Wirtz has stopped on pit lane entry. So that doesn't really need to be a yellow flag. It's farther enough out the way. Don't know why that's the case. Lindblad is on 148.303. Oh, throws it into Village. Suppose that the DRS disabled on that start-finish line as well. So this is the bollard. Green flag now, by the way. But look, everyone gets it, but Mini whacks it right into the car. And he's broken part of his own floor and front wing. Mini carrying damage.
Carrying damage, we're still hustling for this race win.
Absolutely. Wisnicki now to 7th ahead of Forlaroli. And Vozin now knows that he's done. Lindblad's going to get through. It's Britain versus Italy. Once more here in Silverstone. Mini is so little close to the back of him. 2 minutes to go. The next lap will be the penultimate. So it's time plus 1 lap. So they were doing 148. So the next lap is the penultimate lap. After that, you get the checkered flag. So 2 to go. Vosin leads, but with that time penalty. Lindblad needs... Actually, do you know what? This needs to be the order. Yeah, let Vosin cross the line first, but Lindblad needs DRS to defend from Mini. If he keeps the DRS, it's fine. So I'd stay behind him. There's that floor damage.
I would as well.
Yeah.
I would as well, because he's just dragging you along with the DRS and saving you from any attack from your teammate behind Gabriele Mini as well. So they've told him to be careful with Lindblad, but he knows that he's got to fight for this championship. He knows that he wants to go on the attack. He's currently got the extra bonus point for fastest lap, as Wisnicki is getting past Luke Browning to put more assault on Luke Browning as well. But Gabriele Mini has got the extra point, but he wants even more. And now can he go and clear his teammate crucially to take the win? But Lindblad currently getting DRS from Wazin. He doesn't need to pass him. He doesn't need to battle him. Just got to stay inside the 1 second, use the DRS, and stay ahead of his teammate Gabriele Mini.
And now the DRS train begins as well. Gabriele Mini has it. Lindblad's trying to follow in Vozin's wake just to try and stay ahead and to go defensive against Gabriele Mini. Come on. 1 more lap after this. Just keep it clean, guys. This has been a fantastic end. You've got the right tyre strategy from starting from the pit lane. You've done it right. Just hold it together and you'll be sitting pretty. Joseph Loke pits. Verts is out officially. Oh no! Off the track goes Lindblad! Now he gets ahead of Mini down at Cop's corner, but would that be gaining an advantage? And look, they're going to be level on points. If Mini stays where he is, they'll both, Browning and Mini will both be on 116 points in the championship. That's... 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Question is what's going to happen in Hungary last year with the Porsche is going to happen here, where they displayed the checkered flag as soon as the time went out because they got the rules wrong. We're about to find out. Into club corner. Is there a flag or is there 1 more lap to go here at Silverstone? There should be another one to go. There is 1 to go. This is the last lap. Race control, Boyer incident, leaving the track, getting an advantage has been noted. Tyres, yeah, go on.
Gabriele Mini has now got the championship lead over Browning as well, because Browning's dropped down even further, and now he's about to drop behind Fornaroli as well.
And he's got the fast lap, so bonus point for Mini as well. So Mini leads the championship, predictably 119 points. 117. That is Joseph Lowe back out on the track, not getting in the way of anyone. Vozin's going to lead this race across the line. But it's going to be Lindblad doing the double. If Mini can't do anything as the rain starts to pick up here at Silverstone. They're on dry tyres, all dry tyres. Mini puts a wheel in the gravel at the exit of Luffield. And that loses him 0.7 of a second. Lindblad's got this one in the bag. 2 wins at home in Formula 3. And to do the double... tell you what, that is so impressive, Romy, for Arvid Lindblad.
So impressive. In his rookie year, the 16-year-old is about to equal the all-time win record at 4. What a moment this will be for Arvid Lindblad, and to do it at home as well.
Joseph Lowe gets that black and white flag for track limits. Callum Vozin's moving left and right. It doesn't matter. It's not a 1 second penalty. It's a 10-second time penalty for the race leader. It promotes Arvid Lindblad up into the lead of the race. Don't focus on Callum Vozin. He's not our race winner. He cheated to get there by driving off the track. Lindblad has Agassi to no further action. Don't focus on Vozin. He crosses the line first. It's Arvid Lindblad. He does the double here at Silverstone. Sprint and feature race win. 4 victories in a single season. As Omi said, matching the all-time record. And Arvid Lindblad for Prema wins again. Mini is in second. It's a Prema 1-2. Mini gets the championship lead. And Callum Vozin will stand on the podium with a very well-deserved 3rd place, as he was more than 10 seconds to Tommy Smith in the end. Wow!
Absolutely brilliant race. Callum Royson close to the podium yesterday. What a weekend it's been from him. Scoring his first points, scoring his first podium. It's not over yet though, behind, because this is how far back everyone else is as well. So they're all still battling all the way till the end.
Yep, that's going to lose Noli on a place, as well as that's Nikita Bedrin, who's moved his way up, as the computer says, from 14th up to 8th place, and he's locked up, so that's a points-paying position there, and everyone on dry is now going to get through on everyone on wet, so we'll wait for the line to be chosen, as for that's Megatuniff battling out as well with Lawrence Van Hopen, so it's out that, it was Nicky 5th, from the back of the grid, brilliant from him. Goethe, Fulleroli, Browning, Bedrin, Leon completes the points. Van Hopen, Megatuniff, Mansell, Traminit, Solov 15th. Ramos, Sucha, Essen ahead of Boganovic and Boyer 20th.
Fine, no difficulty for this man.
Yes! Did we just do the double? Yes! Come on, Sean! Yes! Yes!
Fantastic. Your final thoughts, Owen, before we hand over to the world feed?
Vesti, Hauger, Dylan, Colapinto, and O'Sullivan all have also have equaled the victory all-time win record. But they had 2 seasons in Formula 3. This man has done it in 1 as a 16-year-old. Just wow.
Mental maths was right. Mini leads at 119 points now. Arvid Lindblad up to second on 113. His 2 wins here puts him in title contention. Browning drops to third at 112. Folleroli has 93. Yep, onto the podium. Callum Vosing crossed the line in first. He finishes this race in third, luckily. Second place for Gabriel Mini in the championship lead. And Arvid Lindblad doing the double, 4 races in a single season, matching the record set by several of the drivers before him. And his second home win, we will hear once again on Grand Prix Sunday, the British national anthem. Arvid Lindblad does it again. He does a double. 2 British drivers across on the podium here. 2 technically winners in this one race, Omi, as well, with Vosing crossing the line first. He won the race, but it's Lindblad who gets the trophy.
Indeed, and yeah, was a very active cooldown room. Really did enjoy that, especially with Lindblad saying Montoya do not like each other. Great analysis stuff from him. He'd be a good journalist as well. But I'm sure his driving career is going to work out, and I can see him making it to F1. He's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Gabriel Mini second. There's Abby Pulling, watching on her colleague in the Alpine Driver Academy, Callum Vosing, a dual nationality of Swiss and British. I bet he had fun last night as well in the Euros. Across the line though, and champagne time here on Grand Prix Sunday. It's the Brits who win again here at Silverstone. Arvid Lindblad does the double. A thoroughly well-deserved day of racing here. A classic feature race in Formula 3 where the weather definitely played a factor. Everything turned on its head. Omi, what are you expecting going into the next race, which happens in a couple of weeks' time, actually, at the Hungaroring?
Yep, when F3 goes racing in Budapest. Cannot wait for that. Should be exciting. Weather, once again, can be a little bit chaotic, so we cannot wait to see what's going to happen in Hungary. We've seen some crazy feature races and Formula 3 races there. I remember when Alexander Smolia won the feature race in 2022 there, and it was basically just like this race, but very dramatic. It was absolutely chaotic, was that race. But yeah, congratulations to Arvid Lindblad. He's a talent. Hasn't got the hype right now from everyone, but that's probably for the better. But it's probably better if no one really knows about him too much, so he can just do his thing, win races, and get to F1 very easily. But yeah, he's such a big talent, is Arvid Lindblad.
Hungary, then over to Belgium, then Italy and Monza. That's the 3 rounds left for Formula 3 in 2024. We can't wait to see who'll be crowned champion. It's a 4-way fight at the front of the field. This is your final race results from the day, as we'll see on your screen alongside us. Arvid Lindblad is victorious and picks up 25 points. Gabriel Mini is second. Callum Vozin rounds out in third. Tommy Smith is in fourth and Peter Wisnicki in fifth. Ollie Goethe is sixth. Leonardo Foloroli is seventh. Luke Browning, eighth, dropped down after starting on pole position. It's a big loss for his championship hopes as well at the moment. Bedrin, Nikita Bedrin in ninth. Noel Leon lines up in 10th position. It's 11th as well for Lawrence Van Hopen. Sammy Megatuniv is in 12th. Christian Mansell 13th. Tim Trimanazzi is in 14th. Nicholas Solov is 15th, Santiago Ramos 16th, Kasper Sutra 17th, Max Esterson 18th, Dino Bogdanovic is 19th, James Walton on his debut weekend finishes in 20th as well, was running high up before the rain came. Tanasa Lentipuzak with a penalty 21st, Mateusz Zagazeta is in 22nd, Mario Boria 23rd, Joseph Loke in 24th. Out of the race though was Charlie Verge, Joshua Dufek, Sebastian Montoya, Alexander Dune, Sophia Flörsch and Clan Shields, the 30 retirements. My thanks to Omi for this weekend, my thanks to Jack as well, and my thanks to Josh and Jess for controlling the streams yesterday, and Megan as well during the sprint race as well. 2 weeks then until the Hungarian Grand Prix weekend for Formula 3. As Omi says, anything can happen. And it usually does in Formula 3. We'll see you later on. Bye-bye.